let's go. Alright, give me a second to make sure you can hear me. Yeah, S Billy or Promo. Yeah, S Billy. I was really considering pulling for Nangong, and then I fell in love with Sisia, but S Billy. The Cunny hairs have been like on our side since day one. I have to have them. I have to have S-Rank Billy. I wish I wasn't free to play, kinda, so that I can like pull for all the characters that I want. But I have to be picky. Oh, hi, Mr. Big Boss. Hello. Hi. Yeah. So I can't believe that they're releasing a bunch of characters that I want all around the same time. How dare they? How dare they? You almost died from heat stroke. You're fine now. Thank God. I'm still cooking here. I'm still in an oven. I'm still melting. But, you know, we're all doing our best in this heat wave, I guess. Yeah, so anyway, for today's stream, I thought I'd start with the video that Rojak mentioned before, the one that showed with all of the scenes that I missed from chapter 13. So like I have the video right here. Hold on, let me switch. Let me turn on the sound. You should be able to hear it after this. So the video's here, but it's like 2 hours-ish long. I think I'm gonna have to skip to parts where I haven't seen. Now, to be fair, it's been a while since I finished chapter 13, so there might be parts that I don't remember. There might be parts that I might have already seen, but I just forgot. Okay, since this is going pretty fast, I don't know. Should I try reading it out loud, do you think? I'm still waiting for Sunbringer. It's cold here, by the way. I envy you, Rojak. I envy you so much. Okay, do you think you guys would be okay for me to pause so I can read it out loud? Because if I pause, then that does cut off the music, unlike if I played the game. Okay, I think this part isn't... Or is it? Yeah, I think it's not part of the game that I played. So let me just try to read it out loud for a bit. Haven't seen anything in the video. Okay, we're gonna be here for 2 hours minimum. I see. Alright then. It's just like what Asimov said. Even with a makeshift bionic terminal, the Spear of FOS can act as a visual proxy for hacking. Yeah, if I pause to read out loud, then I'm gonna pause the music too. Well then, let's get working. Looks like I have the upper hand with the information I know right now. You don't have to read, that'll make it faster. But then, I'm worried about copyright because again, this is someone else's video. Let me just put it like here. Damn it, I'll like it later. But yeah, because this is someone else's video, I don't want to just play it completely without saying anything. So yeah, I might pause it every once in a while to say something because, you know, this is someone else's video. Even if it is mostly gameplay stuff. Murray opened the door right as he stepped out. His terminal beeped. Murray's just being sus as usual. We still don't really know who Vocal Text 39013. We don't know who he's working for, right? Supposedly he's working for Babylonia, but he is kind of helping out someone else. At first, I thought it's the guy who has his face covered, the one with the hot eyes from Octilek. Now I'm not so sure. Yeah, I just don't want to, you know, don't want to infringe on anyone's copyright. Enough of the past. Top priority. There's some data block. Didn't have the time to go through back then. I've attached the locations to this message. Please have a look. Oh, damn it. Damn you, Dutch lady. I don't want your milk. I already got milk. President Hassan, I'm not a direct supporter of yours right now. Is it really appropriate to give me this kind of mission? You'd know best. Okay. Working under Nicola has its advantages, which is why you joined him on the surface, no? Just trying to move things in a better direction. It's what everyone would have done. Which is why I know you'd accept my mission. So is he also still working for Babylonia? he's working for Hasen and Nicola then. So he's kind of being an inside spy. I'll tell you the end game. These files are just embers that can end this war. Everything we've done has been to end the war, and these files can forward this objective immensely. What are the files? Release the files! I don't think I have to remind you of the confidentiality level of these files. Murray lives up to his name. What? Does Murray have a special meaning? The name, I mean? I'm sorry, I don't know any Murrays in real life, so I wouldn't know. President Hasen, you're just like Commander Nicola sometimes. Yeah, he do be like that sometimes. They have the same character model. Enough with the chit-chat. Time's ticking. Once I express interest in these files, Nicola will certainly react immediately. If you think I'm like him, then you must also know what makes us different, especially our views about certain things. Yeah, even though they, philosophically, at their core, they are different people. But I think they're working towards the same goal, right? So, is all of this really necessary? Is like going behind Nicola's back like this necessary? Like, I know comparing Nicola and Hasen, I do prefer Hasen as a person. But, you know, I don't think Nicola would do anything to work against the goal of ending the apocalypse, right? Clear about the mission? Yes, Valeria. Then go. As in the fish? There's a fish called Murray? Commandant named Valeria salutes to Nicola that leave. Oh, a commandant. She steps out the door. She motions to the empty space behind her to follow. Or wait, is this the player? Is like Valeria the name that this person is using for the commandant then? Never mind. Dominic Memorial Park. Again, installed virtual space. Moving the video screen of Eden 16B region before his eyes, Murray watches the battle with a amused expression on his face. The Veritas model. Didn't know the purifying. Oh, okay. Yeah, he knew this is around the time that Huashu was pretending to be Bianca. So he was there. Murray was in the virtual space too. I'll need a change of plans. Sudden icy hint travels up Murray's spine. And yet, the surveillance cameras and mirrors he set up beforehand show no one sneaking up on him. To whom do I owe the pleasure? Oh. Is it Huashu? Then you must be an enemy. In that case, I'll have to remind you something. The icy feeling has yet to reside, but Murray knows that whoever they are, they have taken the bait. Hi, Spirit! Hello! Welcome back! Tonight, I think we're just gonna be watching all of the scenes that I haven't gone through in the main chapter 13. No one, but it cannot have been paranoia. I see. Let me guess. The Scarab Squad? Oh! A new squad from... Or are they not from Babylonia? I'm afraid I'm still on a mission and will have to take my leave. Murray hops off the platform, escaping through a zip line in the core area that was installed beforehand. I'm fine, Spirit. I'm just dying from the heat wave. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. The other video on the playlist is Luna Affection Story. It's spoilers to her interlude, but it's very good, so feel free to watch it on your own time after her interlude. Oh yeah! Oh my god, I completely forgot. I still haven't done Luna's interlude. Maybe I should do that instead of moving on to chapter 14 immediately. I completely forgot I haven't done that yet. I better hurry and finish President Hassan's mission. Hurtling through an emergency pipeline, Murray opens the hatch above him and enters the core area known as the Tactical Bridge. You didn't miss much yet, Spirit. Bridge console. Combat info center, then the database, huh? Oh! God damn it, that's Lady! And it's one of two. Mashu! Sprawling and chaotic data avatar silently waits, its tendrils incessantly reaching for the terminal monitor. Yeah, I also thought we did, but I'm pretty sure we haven't. The latest update of the Kowloon War suggests that the Ascendants had snatched the key of Huashu, which means that the Ascendants are likely the culprits this time. But I can't handle Huashu one-on-one, and Cerberus isn't here as well. I have to avoid that thing's data radar and rush for the database. Oh yeah, what were Cerberus doing while while Babylonia was falling? They weren't on the ship with the rest of us, right? They were on Earth. I guess they had their own mission to do. And then they were sent on... No. Wait. Trying to remember. Yeah, they weren't on Babylonia. They were doing something else. Activating the program, he directs it to the gateway that connects to the file database. We're doing chapter 13 secrets of Dutch milk on the side first. Brave, it's a damn good browser, not gonna lie. This ain't Brave, unfortunately. This part is so forgettable, you don't even remember all this. I am mostly just doing this because I want to kind of refresh my memory on what happened in chapter 13. You know, so even though this isn't exactly the same parts that I played through, it's still kind of giving me reminders on what happened since the last time I played PGR. These are Commander's Nicholas' direct orders. It's not like he can kill me for refusing to comply. I don't meddle with what they do. But without me, they certainly can't accomplish their goals. That's true. That's true. He's spitting facts. He's not lying. Asimovo is very, very, very important. Since I said yes to your dirty work, you can expect it to be executed. For this, I've already gotten what I need to know from Nicola. Baji, that's the case. What's with the hard talk? Because it's like you curse. Commandant's like the Grey Raven Commandant would be key to recovering Earth, but you will be nothing but blades rusting in blood. Okay, so Valeria and the other guy, I forgot the name that popped here just now. So these two aren't the Grey Raven Commandant. Okay, I thought Valeria was like the name that this user chose for their Commandant. Never mind. I was wrong. Baji. Hey V, you hear that? Someone's calling you a dog again. So? Somebody's gotta play the dog so others can play the human. Good people, bad people, they all need dogs that don't ask questions. Ah. You use Brave on both phone and laptop. Should I use Brave? Because, like, I have been considering alternatives to Chrome. And so far, WaterFox has done me very, very well. It's just, I don't know why this time they're showing me ads. Usually, WaterFox doesn't show me ads. Also, the upcoming Strake part is kind of important later, but also slightly since good old flashbacks exist. Good. Gloria, better. Can we return to the mission? I'm about to lose my patience. You helping us out or not? Chief decide already. I suggest you do it quickly. Valerie, that Commandant. So this Commandant has appeared before, or will appear again after this? Because I'll be honest, I don't remember her at all. I remember Simon, the Commandant that helped us out. In what was the name of that place? The snowy place.
Come on there, it's time.
Ew.
Let me show you around.
What is this?
This is the ship hangar.
That looked like AI. No. What the fuck? So why are you showing me so many ads today? V, what do we do? I'll intercept him, but after he leaves, go extract the records to get what we need. Are they chasing after Asimovo? Really? Our Asimovo? How dare they? How long have we been working together? What is Asimovo? His name is Asimov. Asimovo is just what I call him. Valerie. Valerie has a nice sprite later. She's a white-haired woman in a suit. Oh, she gets her own sprite. Like Simon. 3 years, 8 months, 12 days. You're referring to when you got into this frame then. Oh, Baji isn't a Commandant. It's the construct. Why would I ever think about that? Valeria replies with an almost steel-like resoluteness. Baji decides to stop asking further. Asimov, Baji will act as a proxy for you. You know what to do. I got the proxy signal. Wait, what's wrong? No, it's nothing. Sure, that's very convincing. Why would that database hijack program I made for fun from a few years ago be here? The invader that the Scarab Squad is monitoring, that's someone from Babylonia, or maybe a member of the Science Council? They have a Science Council? What's the matter, Chief Tactician? Just go on with your mission. Valerie's your fave Commandant? Even more of a fave than the Grey Raven Commandant? Than yourself? So I guess I'll take that to mean that Valeria will appear again later. In other chapters. Verifying ID looks like this stuff must be the two big guys wanted. Now that Gustol's highest clearance database is all bare before me, I can't just leave now, can I? Koro calls him Asimovo in streams, so is the canon pronunciation. She's not that cool. Lucia exists. I mean, Lucia isn't a Commandant, so she's not even in the competition. Kurono. 3/5 of the data vanishes. The rest form a colossal matrix before Murray's eyes. Construct tech. Another 2/3. The rest reorganize themselves into a gargantuan matrix that will still take an entire day to go through. Oof. Should I bring all this back? Just transferring the files would take ages. In that case, let's add more filters. Digital signatures of Hassan and Nicola. Matrix exhausted to 10 or so files with a top secret tag on them. Asimovo is. We're talking about women here. Oh, I thought we were talking about fave commandants. She's cool and hot, that's why. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Mario waves and transfers. At which point she discovers a shadowy figure moving towards him. I knew it wouldn't go so well. Can you fight, Murray? We know that as a child, she had health complications and stuff. That's basically the whole reason why Lee became a construct. But, well, he's not a soldier, right? Yeah, so far all we've seen is him escaping and running and dodging. He's not really a fighter, is he? So Murray manages to run at full speed in a rare occurrence. This, coupled with the electric net program, should allow him to completely lose the pursuer, or so he thought. He does not recall if he's erased the access logs, not that he had time to check. When an infiltration devolves into a game of cat and mouse, the one at disadvantage is always the one with fewer preparations. Just like Murray right now and the pursuer behind him. Murray checks another defensive program behind him, marking the imminent end of the weapon stock he prepared. The only one left is a virtual grenade, but Murray knows better than to rely on a measly grenade to get rid of his pursuer. They're not showing the pursuer at all, so I guess this means that it's not a character that's been designed yet, I guess? Whoever you are, you mustn't be professionals. Either I escape in a minute or I get caught. Oh, and all of this is happening while the Grey Ravens are dealing with the fake Bianca, right? Like this is all supposedly happening at the same time. So Murray was there. Murray leaps into the pipe, slides into the unknown depths beneath. The pursuer, not one to give up, immediately dives from Murray. But a massive explosion flattens the entrance of the concrete pipe, completely burning the path. See, when they say massive explosion, I'm thinking it's Karen. But if this really is, if I have the timeline right, and this really is while we were fighting the fake Bianca, then okay, it's not Karen. Yeah, Karen should be helping with keeping the ship up, right? Okay, so it's Baji and Valeria. Still reading, don't forget to hydrate. Oh, don't worry, I've got like 2 drinks here next to me. We like that this guy gives people time to read when he records stuff, unlike other videos that are unwatchable unless you're on 0.2 times speed. Okay, well, that's nice of you, Shoal. Thank you. I will like the video when I sign in later. And intercept in person. So these two are the Scarab squad, right? Sweating profusely, Murray weaves this sweat-soaked mask. Ew. Phew, good thing I made it. He removes the memory drive from the terminal and pockets it. In a camera blind spot, Murray silently kicks another memory drive into an inconspicuous corner. If our 2 big fellas are gonna duke it out in an info war, then I'll even the playing field for both of you. Treat it as my thanks for all the troubles you gave me. Kicking the terminal inside another hidden spot, Murray stands and waves. So he's not on anyone's side.
Come
I
on
mean,
there. It's time.
he's following
Let me show you around.
Hassan's
This is the
orders,
ship
but
hangar.
he doesn't care either way who wins. I've given Murray the thing you wanted to give him. But why do it in Commander Nicola's name? It's okay, he'll gladly accept it. What are the 2 of you planning? Wait, forget it. I don't think I want to know. Smart, Celica, smart! You haven't seen much on YouTube, you just watched the chapter 31 to understand it more in chapter 21 and 23. Others weren't that difficult. Humming a little tune in his memories, Murray strolls through the vast corridor of Babylonia. Few accidents, but looks like I made it. The pale blue hologram of Earth glimmers on the ceiling. Tiny specks of light are crawling around the globe. Playing around with a silver data chip, Murray's eyes quickly scan through the corridor. A series of rooms, all with holographic labels on their doors, enter his vision. Strikehawk, Cerberus, Egret. We haven't met Egret. Ouroboros, Swallowtail. Ooh. Silently going through the spot names and passing by countless doors, Murray finally reaches his destination and stops. A bunch of those were bird names, right? So like Egret and Swallowtail. And then of course there's us, Grey Ravens. Is that like something important? Like the even Strikehawk, yeah, that's also a bird. So is it like the squads with bird names are considered more like attack or action type squads? Now Cerberus is also like very action oriented. And they're definitely not a bird. Mr. Murray, what brings you here? End of your shift, officer. Huh? But I didn't receive any orders from President Hassan. Of course, because this is a direct order from Commander Nicola. Ooh, yeah. If you say that, like, who do you listen to? It's like trying to decide whether to listen to your mom or your dad. See, your mom says you have to do your homework now, but dad says it's okay for me to take a break and watch TV for 10 minutes. So, do you listen to Mommy Hassan or Daddy Nicola? I can't believe I said those words. Okay, never mind. After reading through the file, the officer salutes Murray and leaves the room silently. Not really, they get mentioned in other stories. Ah, okay. They have roles. Okay, so I guess we'll meet the other squads a lot later then. This course is meant for 2 people. A sullen expression flashes shortly past Murray's face. It is gone by the time he raised his head to check the data panel before him. No time to waste here. Getting this identity as a liaison officer has cost me quite a few moves. But can't be helped. Only by doing so can I get in touch with the Grey Ravens quickly. This mission isn't like the ones before. Who knows what might happen to Lee. So all of this is for Lee. This is all for Oni-san. Bit of scarab was the right play, but man, his permit sure is pricey. Commandant, though. Let's see if you can handle the payment I gave you. Commander, not Commandant, sorry. Maureen's usual smile returns. His fingers dance quickly on the data panel. Lee, me, your brother is sus. Support combat engineering. Lee, I like your brother. I also like Lee's brother. They will likely be assigned to the most difficult missions. To help their Commandant out, let's get the chrono equipment I received from the last trade installed. Tiny black dot appears on the holographic display before Murray. Built for stealth, efficiency, and safety. Don't let me down. The black dot fades into the hologram as if nothing were there. Huh. Is he... I think that means he's messing with someone's construct, right? But is he messing with Lee's construct? A massive explosion flattens the entrance of the concrete pipe, completely burying the path. The target lost. The pursuer can only roll to the side to slow down. Oh my god, I should drink. Ah, Yandere brother. Yeah, you know what? If he was messing with Lee's construct, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like some kind of like GPS tracker or something. GPS software that he installed as a way to keep track of Lee. I'm just trying to clear something up. Want to hear me out, Lee? If it helps with our current situation. So these are just trapped here. You'll handle Murray. Thank you for your sacrifice. Go handle him. Depending on what's behind this mess, we can go from promotions to court-martialed. Digging deeper into this means trouble, but ignoring it also causes troubles in the future. Then say it. Kurono, construct them. The digital signatures of our 2 big guys. You know how normal task force members and agents steer clear of Kurono stuff? Getting kidnapped to some underground facility and executed for unauthorized access of classified info. That'd be getting off lightly. If I learn that you got off someday like that, sorry, I cut all ties with you. Stat. Sure. Whatever, I knew you were a weirdo. Hey, don't call her a weirdo. And thankfully, because you're such a weirdo, I won't feel bad if you end up dying in some gutter. Otherwise, I'd never have joined Scarab. Back to the situation in hand. Valeria does not care, she just wants to move on. Can we even track our guy? No. Your brain only works when you're slaving away for our commander. That's why I have you here. I'll take it as a compliment that I'm reliable, I guess. Okay. Coming back to it, remember seeing some BS too? Oh, okay. BS usually makes things a little interesting. I guess it's not my first day with you. Found another route. It'll cut through some areas that are defended by Gestalt, but that should help us catch the invader. Is this around the time when Grey Raven are still, you know, messing with the fake Bianca, or have we already left? I caught our rat's signal. This should be the right way. Within simping? Sniping distance. Oh my god. I read that as within simping distance. It's within sniping distance. Your anti-material rifle isn't a data weapon, and the data weapons we have here won't do from this range. Give up. Sorry, old habits. It's a long trek to the next waypoint. You'll never get there at your pace. Need a ride? Sure. Okay, so the Grey Ravens have already left. Then. God damn it. How do they know
For
that I've been
every
using
stage of
Shopee
growing
a
up,
lot recently?
Morinaga blends science with
I
love.
only use Shopee on
With
my phone.
children's
How do you know? Murray is walking on the Eden 16B road, checking his handheld terminal from time to time. Up high, 2 pairs of eyes. Valeria and Baji are monitoring him from both sides. Simping distance. Old habits, sure. Haven't done Nirvatia's story yet. Does that mean you haven't gotten Nirvatia? Or do you mean the main story, not the affection story? Why would he look so defenseless? You have a point. Run a scan. Roger. I knew he's up to something. What's he up to? We also know he's up to something. Details? It's a lure. The real deal is hiding in a corner and waiting for us. Not a bad attempt, but unfortunately I'm not your run-of-the-mill support construct. It's your point, Android. Yeah, it is. You think I got the money for an apple? I don't even have the money to buy an actual apple. Are we putting him down? Let me get a confirmation first. They take the data from your ISP or some shit. Well, fuck. Why are the ads straight in YouTube this day? Kinda a lot. I know, right? Right? Ugh. And usually it's gonna be like the one just now where they have like multiple ads, one after another. It's so annoying. Can't get an ID on the kid right now. If he's an ally, we're the backup. We'll go for a non-lethal approach, but if push comes to shoves, then we'll take him down. This is supposed to be not a physical place, right? They're still in the virtual space. So like, if you knock out someone in the virtual space, do they just disappear? Like they say they're using a non-lethal route to go after Murray, but does that mean they're knocking him out? But wouldn't knocking him out just take him out of this virtual space? Project closing in, creeping to around 10 meters. An uncanny hint runs down Murray's spine. He stops controlling the terminal, and the lure program also stands frozen like a statue. Murray got that spidey sixth sense. Get ads all the time, huh? Apple sucks. So you're good. You this brave. You're broke too. You got a 6-year-old Samsung. You know, Samsung, I feel like their last really, really good phone was the Galaxy 9. I used the Galaxy 9 basically from their release up to after COVID. It was only like what 2 years ago that it broke, and every other Samsung phone after that I've heard does not last that long. I miss my Samsung Galaxy 9. I even got it for free. It was like a phone that my mom got for free, but she already likes her current phone, so she gave it to me. And then back to the topic, Marie spreads his hand. The terminal containing a whole host of data is laid bare before Valeria's eyes. Do you know what's in this? Not interested, and if it makes you feel better, we're not afraid of things going south.
Selamat pagi cinta.
God damn it.
Macam awak tu
Just when we
boleh bagi
said
cukup tenaga
stuff about
tak?
ads being annoying. You have the S20? Okay, so right now we're like S26, right? Okay, so the S20 has been holding up for you then. That's good. Must be why he said he approves of my capabilities, but still sent you here. No, or perhaps he really does approve of me, and that's why he sent you here. If that's the case, my oh my, what an honor. Marie's usual smile returns. Well then, guess I better not disappoint him. You done? You're a smart guy. Cooperating is in your best interest here. But smart guys should remember to clear their access logs. Pity. Well, to be fair, Murray did think of clearing the logs. He just thought of it after he already left. Surprise! The lure is the real one, and the real one is the lure! The Phantom Murray, now pierced by several appendages, is no longer moving, but voice is still coming out of his mouth. Appendages? S20 good. Okay. Noted. I'm kind of just waiting for me to have enough money to get another Samsung phone, but I don't think I'm gonna get like the S series. I think just the A series is okay for me. I don't really use all of the fancier settings and characteristics of the other S series phones. So I think, you know, just the A series would be okay for me. Murray. Now the false Murray now full of holes. Ew, almost instantaneously. The Murray explodes before... Baji, what's happening? It's jamming smoke screen, some dumb data weapon. Is it dumb if it's working? What's going on? An area alarm, I see. So that's what he had planned. Now, that low-level smoke screen won't do much, but it's enough to alert the termination programs in this virtual space. If only the S25 wants to come to me. I will get it if it comes to me, you know, for free. But considering how much it costs here in my country, maybe not. Are we clear yet? Another 300 meters. 200 meters. We won't make it at this rate. Take my hand. Okay, they must have explained this before and I just forgot. But if they get knocked out or like if they get killed while in this whole virtual space, won't they just wake up again? So, but the fact that they're kind of panicking here makes me think that that will happen. So if anything happens to them here, it'll reflect in the real world. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that part of the story.
Awak tu boleh bagi cukup tenaga tak?
I guess maybe they did explain that it will reflect in the real world, and I just forgot. That's what happened in the mission. Also, they did manage to get out. I know how to disable the tracking Google does on your phone, but it's kind of long to explain in text. Yeah. I guess I should look into that later, huh? I'm sorry, I'm just one of those old people who's like, you know, as long as they don't... as it's not like right in my face, I wouldn't care much about the data tracking. I'm one of those people who, you know, only once you show me to my face what they're doing and how bad it is, the stuff that they're doing with my data is, then I'll bother to disable it. But I guess I should just do it, huh? Explain it to me, I want to clear my tracks. Okay, Rojak, thank you. Your service is greatly appreciated. Yeah, the FE is definitely a lot cheaper, but still not cheap. You have to search for him again. You don't have to. You should still be in the archives in the intelligence agency. There's a set of terminals that can link to Gestalt. He should have just disengaged from the immersion. His makeshift terminal should require quite some time to recover from. You still have time to intercept him. I'll give you the coordinates. Roger. Good. No pointless questions. That's what you're the best at. Indeed, no questions. You say jump, I ask how high. Right? No, that's a question. Is that really the right thing to do? Nanami! We haven't seen her since EX02, I think? While Babylonia is following. Yeah, while Babylonia is falling, Nanami is just being Nanami. Now devoid of any occupants, the buildings and houses have become nothing but concrete and rebar gravestones. Oh, only the occasional red streams can be seen coursing around the crystalline pillars. It's a long-term investment like yours. You can use it for like 5 to 6 years. That's the thing though, I've been hearing people say that the latest Samsungs have been lasting like 1 to 2 years. But then again, it could just be that those people just don't... they're just more rough with their phones, maybe? So, you know, I have always been careful with my phones. Maybe it could work for me. I can't believe Martin is in a non-polar place. You're supposed to be a polar bear, Martin. Are you okay? Martin and Rohachi are here with Nanami. Nanami's got her own squad. She's got her own little followers. I told you already, we're playing a game. And what's a journey without companions? That's why you both are here. I'm honestly shocked that both of them are still alive. Wait, I thought Rohachi actually died. I thought that was like part of the story. Am I remembering this wrong? Nagging Mecha Babushka. This Mecha Babushka wants to talk with Nanami, but Nanami's voice isn't loud enough. You think the price tag's worth it? Latest. Mine is 6 years old. Your phone is kind of like your life. You get a heart attack. Yeah, I know. The S9 lasted me for like, what, 6 to 7 years? And I really, really liked it. It's just, you know, it was time for it to finally give out on me. If I could, I would just get my S9 fixed But I think when I looked into it, getting it fixed was gonna be the same price as getting a new phone. So I just got a new phone. Nami, what? I question. What's the matter? What is the point of this? We ask Nanami that all the time, don't we? Get a heart attack if you don't see it? Okay. Makeshift skirt. Oh my god. She's playing dress up. Aw. Rohachi speaks in his usual intermittent way and reaches over to remove the... No, you can't take it off. You gotta stay in character. What character? Yeah, what character? There's this thing written on some book before about this walker guy. Oh, I got it. You'll be named Roha Walker. Don't just rename your friends. Now that that's settled, time for Martin. What? Me too? You'll be that, whatchamacallit? Marshall Martin? What story is she talking about? Is it like a story that most people would know? You know, like how Selena references the Tempest a lot? Ah! What is it this time? Although phone couldn't last this long without being useless, nowadays the improvements aren't that significant. Yeah, that's true. Feels like they release a new phone every 6 months and, you know, the differences between the new and old models aren't exactly that massive. Any other info outside of the coordinates? Let me see. It told me to find a big old antenna. In case I don't know what an antenna looks like, it even gave me a picture and all. You don't know what an antenna looks like? Well, what's with that look? Rohachi, right? Yes. They're being friendly with each other. What are you two doing? Ignoring Nanami's question, Martin and Rohachi walked away. They left her! Creating some distance between Nanami and themselves, Martin finally answers her question. We'll go look for it ourselves. We'll let you know if we find it. Okay. You wait for me, I'll go look for it too. Nanami catches up to them hurriedly. They were just gonna leave her? So phones can handle many tasks even after a year, so I think buying an expensive phone once and using it for years to come. Yeah, the thing is, I don't got the money for an expensive phone right now. I used most of it up on my PC here. Dust and debris below. As they settle, a terminal in the underground chamber can be seen faintly glowing in green. Green. So we had watermelon juice before. Now it's green. Kiwi juice? Hearing Rohachi's response, Martin motions Nanami over. How's it going? Did you find a usable big old antenna? Not sure, but Rohachi says it might work. Need to try. Rohachi hops into the chamber and brushes the dust off the terminal. Martin, help.
Selamat pagi,
God damn it.
Cinta. Macam awak tu boleh bagi cukup
Better to
tenaga
invest in
tak?
something mind-blowing releases than save.
Saya
Hearing Rohachi, Martin also enters the chamber and joins in. One end of a cable is thrown out of the chamber shortly. Wait, where are they? Because based on the crystals, it looks like they're also, you know, at ground zero. At wherever the city, whatever the city's called, where the Grey Ravens are. But they're looking for stuff that's green? Then let's go. Space, the thought fluttered in Nanami's mind. Looking downward, she sees a certain place in Babylonia. That's Gestalt, right? Gestalt is green? Ah, this whole time I thought Gestalt was blue. Unless this is a different AI thing. Oh, this is a virtual space weaved from the internal computational structure of the Matrix. Is that Gestalt? Because Washu had its own avatar, right? So why shouldn't Gestalt have its own avatar? Just kind of surprising that it chose a non-humanoid avatar, kind of. Save till you have enough for next year's one, and then buy it. Yeah, the thing is I don't got no money coming in, so saving doesn't really do much for me. My external form does not matter. Only the information matters. That's what you've always been saying. Oh, the shell does not matter. I am the other will, and distinct from you, but we represent the same thing. So, if Nanami has been talking to this thing the whole time, and if this thing really is Gestalt, Nanami is friends with Gestalt? Yeah, I got the message. So what are you trying to tell me? I am not trying to tell you something, merely that there is information useful for the individual known as Nanami. The individual Nanami can no longer simply be categorized as a human and a machine, a construct, corruption, or even an in-between. Ah, I mean, we knew she wasn't a human, but not a machine or a construct or corrupted, and she's not something in between. Huh. Well, did we get any more like information on her quote unquote parents? So they created Nanami, who's not a construct but not a machine. So what were her parents exactly? Are they like super geniuses? Do you know about Cardman Rider? Kamen Rider, you mean? Relevant information acquired. Cardman Rider is a media franchise consisting of books, visual programs, and toys that was popular in the Golden Age. Guess you don't. I do not understand what you mean. Okay, Cardman Rider is like all about swing and transforming, going pew pew, yes, henshin, and boom, fighting enemies, and then to finish the enemies, and then turn around, and that is exactly what Kamen Rider is. She explained that perfectly. Save 100 every month. If only I could get 100 every month, you know? Okay, I'll know later. I guess I'll find out what this is later. Cardman Rider never looks at explosions. Hiya! Posing along as she explains, Nanami excitedly demonstrates the various transforming sequence and signature moves of different Cardman Riders. That's all stuff humans came up with. Do they really deserve to be washed out? Washu has already completed the simulation for how human civilization ends. The other will has also done so. Okay, so if it's talking about Washu in the third person, I guess it's not Washu. So most likely that's Gestalt. The result deviation less than 0.001%. That's not what I meant. I'm not talking about simulations or whatnot. You know Nanami's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But I really, really, really like the stuff that humans make. I also like stuff humans make, Nanami. Things like George D. Toro's Oceanic Rim. Does she mean Pacific Rim? They're like 6 giant humanoid robots that are as tall as mountains in it. Yes, the mechs. It's not just Cardman Riders. Humans made a lot of other stuff too. They did. I think that's chapter 32 and some before it. Okay, wait, what? Sekiha Tenkyo Punch? Giant metal fish that flies at supersonic speed. Okay, I don't know these two references though. Even if that's what you said turned out to be true, even if humanity is destined to end, I don't think their creations and how they make them should be forgotten by us. Is this why the individual Nanami is operating suboptimally? How dare you call her suboptimal? As if who Nanami has been talking to is struck with confusion. Settings, Google, all services, scroll down to privacy, security, ads, restart app, then delete. Okay, hold on, Project. Let me screenshot what you just said. Okay, I'ma refer to that later after the stream. Thank you for your service. The only solution to evolution has been found, but the individual Nanami is still obsessed over meaningless things. Yeah, I'll know. I'll do what you say. But I still want to see if humans can make more of them wapows and boom-booms, you know? Boom-booms. So I'd still like to give them a chance, just a teeny little one. So Nanami, deep down, doesn't really like humans. She just lets humans live because she likes the stuff they make? Incomprehensible. From private security again. Okay, let me screenshot that again, Jack. Even if you can't understand, Nanami will still do so. Because Nanami is different from you all. Not like you or Washu or those ascendant baddies. Nanami loves humans. Or at least you love the things humans make. Disconnecting the cable, Nanami's face is veiled behind her upraised arms. And so Martin and Rohachi do not catch her saddened expression. Phew! Oh? What happened? You just went silent, so we didn't feel safe disconnecting you from the terminal. They stayed the entire time. That's sweet. Mecha Babushka just barged in immediately. But it's okay, it told me everything it wanted to. Now, Now, let's see. Alright, in that book, the protagonist has 3 other companions. She's gonna form her own little squad. So next up, let's look for the 3rd. That's all. Alright, thank you,
Selamat pagi,
Project.
Cinta.
I'ma
Baca awak tu
screenshot
boleh
that
bagi
too.
cukup tenaga tak?
Researcher. Oh, wait. Why did it suddenly... Here. After getting rid of all the corrupted in the area, you spot someone familiar in the data you've picked up. This is the girl who was looking for her sister. Based on the timestamp, this happened not long after she hung up the phone. Ah, right. We did find something about that. Should I play the record? Okay. With the sound of tires screeching, a raggedy jeep brakes abruptly in front of the ruins. The researcher called Angel jumps out of it with 3 constructs. Yeah, I remember this. The road has been destroyed. We have to go on foot. But as the 4 of them approach the destination, each begins to show different signs of infection. The punishing virus concentration here is getting dangerously high. Are you sure she's here? You can turn around if you're scared. I know my sister is here for a fact, just like how she always found me when we played hide and seek as kids. Our blood has bonded us. Yeah, but your blood doesn't give you, like, a GPS tracker for your sister. If not, you wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. Oh, hello, sister. Never mind. I shouldn't have doubted you, Angel. Female construct comes out of the ruins. Sister, I found you. Actually, I found you. But he's right. You should turn around. Beatrice. Yes, I should go back, and so should you. I chose this, Angel. You shouldn't interfere. I just want to be with you, sister. Be with me. Angel, when I fought as a construct, I witnessed terrible deaths over and over again. At this rate, you'll lose me sooner or later. Oh. The only way to save me from the threat of the punishing virus is doing what Gabriel the Angel told me to do. Gabriel the Angel? So not the chef? Really? If there's a shortcut, then why are we still fighting against the virus? Yes, thank you, Rojak. Good question. Every shortcut comes with a certain risk. However, if the alternative is to die in battle like the others, I'd rather take the risk. I was never born to fight. I was born to do research with you. Sister, did you come to that conclusion after being wounded? I've always wanted to apologize. You gave up your future so that I could remain a researcher. Wow. And I was compatible with copolymers. It wasn't your fault. But if I also gave up on my position, then we could have just survived as humans. Listen, you only agreed to do research with me because that was the safest option. Yeah, I'm guessing researchers get, security and pension. And yeah, if they quit, then I guess they'd have a hard time on the streets. Just like Lucia and Luna, another pair of sisters. Regardless, there's no if. I am what I am already. You conceal your injuries from me because you were worried about me? There was a sudden movement in the shadows of the ruins, but no one besides Leandrin has sensed it at all. Angel, you have to leave, now. Why? I won't leave without you. Come with me. We've been together since we were born. You're my only family left in this world. It's too dangerous here. Go with them. No, sister, I always did what you told me to do, but this time... It's always Gabriel. Did you log in on April 1st? Oh no, I didn't. Actually, I think the last time I opened PGR, other than tonight, I think the last time I opened it was just after finishing 4.1 of HSR, I think. It just body falls backwards while her hand is still tightly clasping the Edward's arm. Angel. The other 3 constructs react immediately to this horrifying scene. They hold up their weapons and fire fiercely at Gabriel, but all of them are incapacitated after just a few seconds.
Selamat pagi,
Oh.
Cinta.
Yeah, I
Macam awak
didn't.
tu
I didn't,
boleh bagi cukup tenaga, tak?
I'm pretty sure I finished 4.1 after 1st of April. Like the material here. What did you say? I knew I was right about you. You have the gift. All you need is a little extra help. So is this around the time before or after Gabriel started simping for Luna? But when she opens her eyes again, everything is still covered in red. The punishing virus is gushing out of Gabriel's hand, then transforms into a bright red electric current and wraps itself around Leodrin like a bloody worm. Gabriel, why are you going after someone with a sister? Why are you going after girls with sisters? Is that, like, your type? That was goat wheel. Selena was drowning in red tide. Angel shakily stretches out her intact hand towards Leodrin. Sister, I just want to be with you. Without you, See, she also just wants to be with her sister, just like Luna. And it seems like Gabriel is punishing her for that too. Angel. April Fool's. Gabriel takes over your account and home screen and takes all your black cards? Oh, dang. Well, I guess that's another reason for me not to like the chef. But I didn't open it during April 1st, so I guess Gabriel and I still don't have any personal beef. Still being corroded by the punishing virus, she raises her weapon and uses all of her strength to strike the Ascendant, who she thought was an angel. Even Kuro on their official posted a video. Oh, okay. Liedrin's projection vanishes. And it's over. You found more of Liedrin's records, but the timestamps show that they are not from the distant past. Instead, these happened very recently. Now wait, let me drink for a bit. Okay, so if Lamia is here, I guess this means Luna was already here, right? Because Lamia was the last to join all the Ascendants. So this probably didn't happen all that long ago. You killed Gabriel 100 times that day. It was fun. I'm glad you had fun on April Fools. The two gaze at the faltering Liedrin. Another squad of constructs marches in from afar. She's been underground for too long. Her mind is all jumbled up. This is what happens to those who can't get over their pain. Let her deal with this. We have other things to do. I hate how busy you get on April 1st gacha-wise. It used to be FGO only of Fate Grand Order, but now every gacha must April Fools. Damn. I don't remember if I opened any game on April 1st. No, I think I did. I think I opened HSR, but I don't remember if HSR did anything special though. Standing next to the construct is human female. Sister, I found her. Her voice sounds very much like Angel. Liedrin raises her head as if she has just woken from a nightmare. Oh, so Angel didn't die. You didn't kill your own sister. Sister? She turns around and stares intently at the human. Don't worry, sis. She's badly wounded. I have the situation under control. I'll go back with you after this mission. With you? I'll be with you. She's coming at us. Prepare for battle. Construct quickly spreads around Liedrin and the commandant's orders. Is it Angel? I can't tell. A towering construct steps up and releases a shield, blocking the spikes that Liedrin formed out of thin air. DBL also has April Fools. What's DBL? The smoke from it blocks Liedrin's sight and hinders her movement. The construct with the hand crossbow stands a little farther away, seeing Liedrin clearly through his thermal goggles. He unleashes a power-infused arrow at the smoke. Her harsh rhythm sounds once more. The constructs cover their ears and assume a defensive stance. She's gone berserk! Angel! Liedrin staggers out of the smoke. Her right chest has been pierced. Protect the commandant! Dragon Ball Legend Dragon Ball has a gacha? Wait, I shouldn't be surprised. Of course Dragon Ball has a gacha. The hideous red liquid curve wraps around Liedrin and forms a rugged blue moon at his feet. This mission might be trickier than I thought. I won't let her go this time. I thought I should check up on her. What a nuisance. The construct god is good experience, but Liedrin's wound is also greatly limiting her power. The video's a bit loud. Oops, sorry. Let me... Yeah, I lowered the main volume thing. I hope this is a little better. Liedrin is also worn out. Even after leaving her alone, she probably will not survive without help. Perfect timing. Lamia sneaks behind the solo crossbow construct and impales his chest with a single strike. Just when he attempts to warn the others, a rumbling sound is heard underground. Dinner time? Oh. Lamia's lips curve up with satisfaction. She twists her body and vanishes. By the time she reappears, the other two constructs have been eliminated as well. Who's eating dinner? You're the only one left. Yeah, whose dinner time is it? Although her entire squad is down, the female commandant still tries to stay calm. She keeps communicating her situation as she retreats. Sister, the enemy has backup. I've lost my squad. You need to retreat. Okay, so this female commandant most likely isn't Angel then. Never mind, I got that wrong. Rumbling sound from the underground is quickly approaching, but the female commandant pays no attention to it. Compared to the mysterious rumbling, the two standing in front of her pose more of a threat. Not the rumbling! Better. Okay. Even though the commandant is fleeing as fast as she can, Liedrin still struggles towards her with a broken body. Looks like I won't have to get my hands dirty. Sister, run! Sister! Oh! Watermelon juice again. Rumbling sound charges at the female commandant. As soon as she shouts out the words, a huge crimson wave tears apart the ground as she gushes out from below. And gushes out from below, swallowing her and the constructs lying on the ground like a ruthless predator. I don't expect you to thank me. Just get yourself looked at, will you? Miadrin does not respond. She painfully gropes around the red tide, searching for something. Angel, Angel! I don't think Angel's there. You'll die if you keep doing this stuff. No, Angel! Forget it. Miadrin keeps floundering in the red tide. After Lamia vanishes. Lamia, you're not gonna swim in the red tide? You're a fish after all. And you know, it's punishing virus. If anything, you should prefer the red tide. Sister? Miadrin turns around at the familiar voice. A blurry projection emerges out of the red tide. It vaguely resembles the female commandant's features. Help me. Oh, that's what it looks like when the red tide is pretending to be someone? No matter how hard she tries it's impossible to hold it in her arms. Why are you reading the story on YouTube? Hi there! Welcome back! Because I don't think I can get to these hidden parts in the game because I wasn't playing exploration mode. So I basically can't go back and like get to these parts. So basically, you know, doing it on YouTube is kind of my only option. Aaron appears out of nowhere. Did someone say rumbling? That's how you spell Aaron? I mean, technically, that also sounds like Aaron. I found you, Angel. Bella.
Selamat
Oh,
pagi, cinta.
I was about to say, how
Macam
many
boleh bagi cukup
parts
tenaga, tak?
are... Okay, researcher, Bella, Roland, Starkhawk, Gabriel. Okay, quite a bit, actually. I thought it was just gonna be like one continuous story, but it looks like there's a bunch of different parts. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, a certain rumor had spread out among the scavengers. Oh wait, that's a cute little boy! Or girl. He's a cute little guy. They say that there are plenty of resources in those abandoned ruins. Apparently some organization brought them here to rebuild the ruins, but they were attacked and the rebuilding plans were cancelled and the resources were left there. If you were to ask the scavengers where this rumor came from, you would receive nothing but vague answers. I don't know. I told you out of goodwill. If you don't want to go, I'll go myself. Aw, little guy. Perhaps you might receive an even worse answer. Ah, another little guy. The winged mechanic angel told me. Oh, who are you two? Princess Bella, should we trust this intel? Princess? How many times do I have to tell you? Just call me Bella. Don't use what you learned from your manga on me. They don't say it like that in those books anyway. Also, it's supposed to be like Bella Hime. Perhaps you should read more books, Bella-chan. Ew. Yikes, give me a break. It's hard to tell if it's true, but resources are depleted around here anyway, and we still have some food reserve. We might as well check it out. Didn't know that because you did the exploration mode from the start. Yeah, I did the... I think it's called the story mode, the one that I did. Roland and Gabriel can be skipped since they're not important. Damn. They'll make the preparations if you run into any danger. I'll protect you like Armin Rider Bella Chun. Ah. I don't know if it's just me, but if a non-Japanese person says chan or kun or sama, it just... It's just an ick. Whatever you say, you're doing what you hate most yourself. Oh, Shrek! Okay, well, no wonder you give me the ick. This is faith. The harsher the environment, the more important it is to believe in hope. As long as we have a strong heart, there's nothing we can't overcome. Ah, Bella, you're going dangerously close to the toxic positivity territory. The scavengers nearby watch them enviously. Ah, nice. They must be full-bellied to be able to wrestle. He is not wrong. Bella and Shrek are good fighters. Together, they have taken over several mobster bases, plundered their food reserves, then made a killing by selling the loot. If we did exploration mode, we would be stuck in chapter 13 for the next 4 streams. And when I did story mode, I was on chapter 13 for like 7 streams. If it were not for their obsession with books, they would probably have saved up more supplies and would not have to venture into the ruins. My book! Shrek screeches painfully. A page of his precious book is torn. Damn it, I should have traded the supplies for a terminal instead. Synthetic paper is such a nuisance. Hold on, synthetic paper? Paper is made of plants. Do they not have plants in this universe? No wonder they don't have garlic. A terminal. Can you even afford using it? We'd still have a ton of food left if it wasn't for the books. This is easier. Exploration mode is a pain. I see. Well then, good thing I didn't do that, I guess. Shrek mournfully holds the torn book in his arms and drags his feet behind Bella towards the ruins.
Selamat pagi, Cinta. Macam awak tu boleh bagi cukup tenaga, tak?
Ta! After a tedious trek, the two finally arrive at the ruins, but what they see gives them goosebumps. What in the world is this? Oh! Okay, so they're able to walk around the punishing virus stuff. So I guess this means they're not constructs. I know humans can also get infected by the punishing virus, but it seems to infect constructs worse. Oh my god! Hello! Looking for your mommy? Heaven? I don't know, they say if you jump in, you'll have eternal life. You can even come out of it and talk. That the river Styx. I don't have many friends here, so I've only seen other people's friends come out of it. Finally, we no longer have to cut trees to make paper. But at what price? Yeah, no garlic! The recent newcomers have all jumped in. I'm kind of timid, still debating what to do. Everyone has been saying that since we're starving and miserable already, we might as well give this unknown heaven a try. Damn. And you know what? Everyone that jumped in said it was great when they came out. Alright, so if someone jumps off a cliff, you'll jump off the cliff too. Noted. Thank you. There are a few ruffians around here. Try to stay away from them. And he's gone. Should we bring them to justice and replenish our supplies in the process? Good idea, but we should figure out what they're capable of first. Resources around our area are running low. We have to restock before we can travel further. Those are manually placed ads. They're put in every time the scene changes. Yeah, they are. I mean, you know what? Let him make his buck. It's fine. Or her. Whoever this person is. It's fine. We're using their video, I guess. Alright, let's roll. They witnessed the red tide and its projections firsthand and figure out the strength of the mobsters around the ruins. After carefully selecting a weaker group, they beat them up and take their place. The next day at dusk, the cocky mobsters somehow show up on the street with more scars and bruises than the night before. Forced by a group of scavengers, they kneel on the desolate street and disappear along the red tide. Despair is spreading like a plague. Despair. What was it in Japanese? Kushimi or something? I forgot the word. But I remember watching Naruto and Pain constantly saying about despair and pain and stuff. Bella wrote her favorite. Let me rephrase the question. If the red tide really is heaven, will you jump in? No. Hi, Wesley! Hello! Welcome back! You know, yesterday we had another Wesley show up, and that Wesley said it's not you, so I chose to believe it. We had two Wesleys, even though they're biscuits. Yeah, there's enough chicken soup for you anyway. I don't really like chicken soup. I prefer mushroom soup. Pumpkin soup is also nice, depending on who makes it. Yeah, but you might be thinking about bandwagon effect. Oh, you're right. Sitting on the rooftop, the two silently watch the red tide slithering a few blocks away. When should we go down? It's getting cold. Only the rooftop matches my swag as Cardman Rider. That's enough. Nah, that's a good idea. If they don't do that, then YouTube will place its own ads randomly. Would have been much worse. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So you think they all jumped in this red tide bandwagon so quickly because of the bandwagon effect? I'm not a psychologist, don't ask me. Personally, I wouldn't do it. If someone says, hey, you're gonna go to heaven if you drink this Kool-Aid, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. Because that's just basically a cult. At least be better than the manga stuff that you read. Shrek is about to fight back when Bella covers his mouth with her palm. Was that Wesley blue though? No. He wasn't a blue Wesley. The PFP was more like beige-ish. Kind of the same color as Spirit's PFP. So, like, I did ask if it was, you know, the same Wesley, but they said they weren't the same Wesley. Your link to PGR is so peak, you got a clone too. Got my Kamui. I mean, would you... Are you sure the other Wesley is your Kamu and you're not the Kamu? Get some sleep, we're leaving early tomorrow. I mean, after all, if you are the original Wesley, then wouldn't that make you the Kamu? On that night, after Shrek starts snoring, Bella sneaks out of her room with a pack of cans and a bag of biscuits. I remember a few of the teenagers on the west side still have some books. I can trade with them. When the sky starts to light up, Bella returns to their temporary base with the rest of her supplies and a copy of Cartman Rider Genesis. It only cost a can. I don't think it's as rare as he thinks he is. As he thinks. Bella shoots at Trek, who is still sound asleep, but takes out an old pen and writes her favorite quote on the inside of the back cover. Earth has been stricken with innumerable disasters, and time has washed away every one of them. Live for tomorrow, because all will pass. To Shrek. Can't be a combo. We wouldn't be able to see him on chat. Oh, darkness. But she does not know that Shrek has been woken up by her movements. He is only pretending to sleep. Oh, speaking of books, I recently bought a set of the Tolkien books. So, The Hobbit and then the 3 Lord of the Rings books. Because, you know, like I mentioned, I just recently watched the first movie with my best friend. And now I'm thinking I want to read the books first before I watch the rest. You know, before I watch the other 2 Lord of the Rings movies. I know I watched the Hobbit movies before. Like, I watched them when it came out. And, like, my best friend is already a fan of the Tolkien stuff. So, like, they brought me to watch it in cinemas. But I don't remember a thing from it. So... Oh my god, hello! You look like you could be a main character of some kind. Yeah, so, like, I think I want to try reading the books first and see if maybe I could get more into the world and the story rather than just watching the movies. Because I'll be honest, even though the movies look pretty, I wasn't really into the story much. But maybe reading it will change my mind. And like you said, you got a lot of supplies here. You're too young to compete for supplies with me. Hi, Micro! Hello! Welcome back! It's been a while! Reading those is nice. They have a cozy vibe. Yeah, I just got them, yesterday? 2 nights ago? I haven't started reading it yet. No, wait. I did read the first chapter of The Hobbit. The one with the surprise party. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading more. Bella and Shrek are holding their own. After grappling with each other for a few minutes in the small room, Bella and Shrek have knocked out more than half of the intruders. Considering the fact that the intruders and the scavengers all look like kids, I don't think it's that hard. Congratulations, you're winning a fight against a bunch of 12-year-olds. The last shot hit Bella. Bella! Congrats! You're losing a fight to a bunch of 12-year-olds! The bullets punctured her left abdomen and thigh. Oof. The pain hits her fast and hard. Bella loses her strength and collapses. Gonna be honest, you were planning to sleep some more, but there was a bee in your room, you stepped on it, and now you're all awake! Oh! Oh! Oh, Wesley. I remember the last time I got stung by a bee, and it was also on my foot. Why do they always go for the foot? And yeah, it also happened in my room. In the previous place where I live, there's a beehive close to the window. I think the bees just started making that hive around that time. So, like, a bunch of bees came in and they came in while I was sleeping. They got on my foot and then they stung me. Or just one of them stung me. So after that, I just kept the window closed all the time. The teenager sneers at Shrek's words and forces the dagger a little deeper into Bella's neck. Do you think I'm scared of you? Give me my gun and wrap up the supplies for me too. Dang, 12-year-old? Okay. Can you even carry them? You're hurt pretty bad. Huh, if I don't get back soon, you'll have more visitors. What, are you scared now? He chuckles smugly. Stalling isn't a bad idea either. As long as this woman is alive, you won't make a move on me. Must be unbelievable pain. Okay, Rojak. Okay. Alright. Have you read Cartman Rider too? He's relating to the child. Trek lowers the pistol and pretends to let down his guard while chit-chatting with the teenager. What, didn't the lady tell you? She came to us last night to trade supplies for the manga books we salvaged. Someone told me that she was the one who took out the mob at the business district, so she definitely has a whole bunch of supplies on her hand. What about me, bro? I feel sorry for you, Wesley. Did you get the stinger out at least? Getting the stinger out should always be the first step. I'll let you in on a secret. Actually, I'm a Cartman Rider. Huh? While the teenager is still stunned by his ridiculous words, Trek lifts up the gun in the blink of an eye and fires the last shot at the teenager's chest before the dagger could go any further. He really just killed a kid! I mean, yeah, it's the apocalypse, survival of the fittest and all, but damn. He really just killed a child. Teenager. Bella, are you alright? I don't think so. We have to stop the bleeding. Don't bother. Nothing in our first aid kit can handle deep wounds like this. Shrek looks down and sees blood pouring out of her right chest, left abdomen, and thigh. Yeah, the chest and thigh thing are like very, very concerning. Shrek scolds Bella as he dresses her wounds. If you stay alive, then there's still hope. Her lips are pale from losing a substantial amount of blood. Shrek does not know what to say. You know, it's interesting, all of the NPCs that we've seen so far, even the two sisters, we haven't seen their eyes except Bella. And, well, Valeria and Baji, they didn't have any sprites at all. But yeah, so far in this entire video, Murray plus Bella and Asimov are the only characters we see the eyes of. Dark clouds slowly block the afternoon sun. A chilly wind swooshes across the rooftop. Shrek holds the shivering Bella tightly in his arms, trying to shield her away from the cold. Can't be helped. Sometimes just have a soft spot for bees, but I feel for you, bro. Believe me. God damn it, Rojak. I did, yeah. You let the bee agonize on the floor instead of ending it out of spite. You know what? Fair enough. That I can't really blame you. I'm also that petty. Signal of the red tide's arrival. My apologies then. She sighs gently, her body turning blue with Shrek's pointless first aid treatment. But you must stay alive. As long as you keep going, you'll live to see the day when hope blooms. I have a feeling I know where this is going. I have a feeling that Bella's gonna die and then Shrek is just gonna walk into the red tide. Yeah, I have seen the future. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Shrek is already starting to choke up. Those aren't from the book. I've always known. I like using flower petals as bookmarks. Real flowers are hard to come by these days. So there are no real flowers. That means there's no plants at all in this world? So no garlic? So no garlic bread? Shrek just is about to say something when he hears footsteps. They know we're here. Last time you saw someone get stung by a bee, you were a kid next to his mother and said, "It's okay, honey." He was passing by and said, Okay. Well, I think the mother at least wasn't trying to make a pun. Puns are more of a dad thing. After those words, Shrek dashes towards the stairs with a dagger. A lightning bolt pierces through the clouds. Signs of an ominous storm is written all over the sky. The ground cracks with a roaring sound, and the bright red tide gushes out. Bella is fading away in front of the campfire made with manga books. She quietly watches it die down. Shrek, you will live. Shrek, Fiona! Let me explore the unknown. She smiles faintly at the direction where Shrek disappeared, then struggles to the end of the rooftop and jumps down towards the red tide. Oh, she jumped down first. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a cat that's being very loud right now. It's not my cat. Red tide protection. I was planning on complaining how hard it was to look for you that day, but never mind. Plants still exist only in places with no red tide. So the red tide picks up plants too? Ah, okay. I can see why the apocalypse happened so easily then. I've never missed bantering with you so much, Bella. You're no longer you. Farewell, illusion created by the red tide. He waves his hand and carefully puts the book that Bella gave him into the inner slot of the backpack and prepares to leave. Oh, so he's not walking into the red tide. Shrek, you will live. And me explore the unknown. Farewell. Hey. Trembling, he walks a few steps forward and reaches out a hand to touch the projection that reminds him of Bella. Okay, never mind, he is gonna do it. Even though he's wearing a full set of protective gear, the infection quickly spreads from Shrek's fingertips to the rest of his body. Like a ponytail Fiona? Oh, Fiona and Shrek, I get it. Farewell. Shrek silently repeats this word in his mind. He takes a few more wobbly steps back and gazes at the red tide projection from a distance. Farewell, farewell. He says it over and over again as if trying to convince himself. By nightfall, the red tide projection has retreated underground with the red tide itself. Let me drink from it. Shrek, no, go, leave, live, find Donkey. Earth has been stricken with innumerable disasters and time has washed away every one of them. Live for tomorrow because all will pass. I'd jump into the red tide too if I was in PGR world. You know what? That's fair. That's very fair, Gyre. I've always said if I was in the PGR world, I would be more like cannon fodder. Like, I'd try to fight back. I wouldn't succeed. I'd be one of the first to die, but I'd try. But I can't really blame anyone who gives up too. Like, I get it. I understand. After he writes that line, he stands still in front of it for a long time, but eventually he takes out the dagger and scratches it off after... Of course. I should keep the quote the way it is. Even if it's a placebo, it'll encourage someone at some point. That's not how you remember Shrek 2 ended. And continues the journey alone. It's gonna be a new Shrek, right? Shrek 5 or something? They announced it like a long time ago. But they didn't mention when it'll appear, right? Bridget! Hey, you guys arrived at the right time. I'm caught up in all the rescue missions here and I'm in over my head. Would you be able to help? Sure. What happens if we say no thanks? I knew I could count on the Grey Ravens. Jumping into the orange bread juice would have great disappointment in you. Mia. La Mia Loca. I think you mean living La Vida Loca? But yeah, that's how Shrek 2 was supposed to end. That wasn't how Shrek ended. Things are a little more complicated with the other one. She wasn't there with them when their commandant was attacked because she'd been under treatment for severe injury. She regretted not being able to save their commandant and firmly believes that he's just too injured to contact us and that he's waiting to be rescued. Oh? Is she talking about Tifa? So she refused to be assigned to a different team and later escaped that night. She's also somehow blocked location tracking. I would have asked a technician to track her down any other day, but we really need to do it ourselves now. Huh. Interesting that Tifa isn't the only construct who basically abandoned their post because their commandant got taken out. She's probably looking for their commandant where the red tide has been. Look for her in the ruins. Roland, frame name Antler? Attacker construct. Yeah, that's her. I'll leave the job to you. Roland? Ruolin? Having prepared yourself sufficiently, you re-entered the area that the red tide has invaded. You mean we just fought Luna, we just fought like a big mech and stuff, we just fought Lamia and Roland a couple of times, and now we are expected to keep working to go in there and search and rescue for some construct we don't know? Alright. I mean, I know my team is made of constructs, but you're forgetting I'm just a squishy human. The squishy human needs rest. Squishy human needs sleep. You're making a PGR pun. No, it's okay, Rojak. It's fine. It's fine. It was a good joke, really. Did you watch the animation Astrid and Lucia Time 2.0? I don't think so. Astrid and Lucia? If it's not part of the story, then I most likely haven't watched it yet. The Grey Raven? My commandant talked about you a lot. Oh, our reputation precedes us, but she quickly becomes alerted as if she noticed something. Did you come here to bring me back? Where's the rest of your team? Oh yeah, where is Lee? Yes, but I want to talk to you. Talk about what? Have you found your commandant? Even you don't know what that is? Is this like a late April Fool's joke then? Never. Do you have any information on the red tide? She knows anything about the red tide. The projection will tempt her to go after the red tide itself. Yeah, just stay away from the watermelon juice, ma'am.
No,
Rollin.
just a deserted island. I can't
You show Roland partial information on the red tide, having decided to exclude the part about the red tide projection. She now looks dubious. No, why would you exclude that? Just tell her that the red tide will use the voices of the people you know to lure you in. Wouldn't that make it less likely for her to just walk into the watermelon juice? Astray is related to chapter 13, Lucia Time 2.0. It's also related to the chapter in a way. Okay. Huh, if they didn't show it in the main story, then maybe they'll have it on their official channel? The official PGR YouTube channel? Roland starts recounting their past. I can't even begin to tell you how much we've been through together. My family and friends left me one after another. Are we really getting the full backstory here? We're just here to bring you back, Roland. We don't need your backstory like this. I thought we needed to unlock affection level 5. Our good times lasted for a while. The punishing virus is virtually the most severe of diseases of our time, so much so that people have forgotten about other diseases. You still don't know what that is, and you read everything in this game. There are some things even the great Rojak, the great veteran, also doesn't know. For someone like me who works in the logistics, the disease would have cost me an arm and a leg to treat. Just right when I was about to give up, the medical department made him a suggestion. So even in this apocalyptic world, healthcare isn't free. They don't have universal healthcare. They suggested you have you turn into a construct. So turning into a construct makes more sense than paying for medical treatment. Okay, that's grim. Then he said, I can't become a construct the same way you can because I'm not compatible with copolymers. Silkworm Commandant. Damn, everyone else gets to be Grey Raven, Strikehawk, Cerberus, and then this guy gets Silkworm. Okay. I guess that sounds more epic in the original Chinese, but Silkworm. But technology never stops improving, and there will be hope so long as we're still alive. Yeah, YouTube only. You can check it later. Okay. I don't want to leave you alone, so I'm gonna apply for it as soon as technology has made it possible for me. What if that day never comes? If that's the case, Roland, I want you to live on. This may sound selfish of me, but I hope to always have you right by my side during my mortal life. Ah. That's sweet, kind of. I only accepted the suggestion so I could be with him. How could he just leave me all alone? Ma'am, girl, did you really just change your entire body for a man? Girl. Please. Roland, please. You're losing my respect, Roland! She knows perfectly well that her commandant has died. She's only in denial. All of this for one man! Commandant, you're the person he had the most respect for. Please tell me, what should I do? What can I do to find him? He's still with you. I've never been so quickly disappointed in an NPC before. She's not even a bad person. She's just... she's not even like Lucia's previous commandant. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. The fact that Roland is still here is proof enough that the Silkworm Commandant's will is still with her. You changed your body for Luna, though. Yeah, but Luna is already a construct. This Commandant can't even change his body the way she did. Seeing the scene, the rest of the team quietly comes closer to comfort Roland. Roland's expression softens with everyone's kind word. Yeah, I guess the rest of Grey Raven would feel sorry for her. You know, because they also simp for their Commandant. But as a woman, you know, as a girl, I can't help but be a little disappointed. The pleasure is ours. Shall we go home? Yes, let's go. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused. I owe you an apology. Punishment is inevitable, I suppose. I'm still finding it difficult, but I'll learn to accept it. I mean, that's good, I guess. Some time has passed since the Grey Raven escorted Roland back. You came at the right time. What happened? Right time again? She looks the same as always, but there's something about her that betrays her composure. It's urgent, and let me bring you up to speed in 15 seconds. Remember Roland from before? Yeah, I do. It was like 5 seconds ago. She's been assigned to a different group. She has a good attitude, but is having a hard time fitting in, working with the team for fights. She seems absent-minded all the time. Yeah, I guess constructs also need to rest. The body can recover with rest, but it's gonna take the heart longer to do the same. So the higher-ups have suggested that she have this part of her memory deleted because it's having too strong an influence on her. Damn, they like doing that to a lot of the constructs, huh? Oh, they've gotten too emotional. They've gotten too what's the word? Too traumatized. Just delete that trauma. Just delete that part of their memory. Should be okay. There can be no lasting consequences from this. I think in recent chapters there's a team called Rodents. Silkworm is still pretty nice. Okay, I guess they just ran out of animals. I mean, they could have gone for lions. They could have gone for, like, bull elephants or something. Could have gone for sharks. Silkworm and rodents. Alright. Only this part. They don't even have to go with actual animals, like Cerberus. They could have gone with a dragon or a unicorn. and they went with silkworm and rodents. The negotiation went well. They went over her compensation. They even had her signature already, but she bailed at the last moment and came back here. She wants that silk. Ugh. She points at the email on the projection screen. It seems like she's only just received the news. Should I go and help look for her? You've already helped me once, so I've found it easier to just ask you. Oh, wait, my brother just messaged me saying that my dinner has arrived. Hold on. Let me go fetch it. Just a sec. I actually had a really late lunch, so I also ordered dinner really late, and now dinner is here. Let me go grab it. Be right back. Hold on. My spicy salmon salad has arrived! My dinner. Spicy salmon salad. Like I said, I had a pretty late lunch, so I'm not really that hungry just yet, so salad is enough for me tonight. These are her coordinates. She seems to be around the red tide. I have your protective equipment ready for you. Go as soon as you can. Ah, Roland. Following Roland's coordinates, the Grey Ravens head into the red tide on Bridget's reinforced speedboat. Oh! Bridget's got a speedboat. The target is standing on the slab in the middle of the red tide. She appears severely infected and is about to max out. With your monitoring goggles, you see that Roland is standing on an elevated slab of rock in the middle of the red tide. She's looking at the blood-red water, in which a red projection floats. See, this is why I said you should have told Roland about what the red tide could do. But then again, they also erased part of her memory, so I guess even if we did tell her, she would have been forced to forget. SSS rank indeed. Spicy salmon sounds good. It is good. It's nice. Speed up! The red tide projection isn't really saying anything. Grey Raven's head for Roland at full speed. Roland walks towards the edge of the slab after speaking with the red tide, her expression now free of worries. Roland! Come back here! She hears you calling for her at the top of your voice, and she smiles as she turns to face this way. Roland seems to have said something, yet what she said is drowned out by the splashing waves. A red ocean part. She waves at the speedboat that's speeding towards her, then she takes a leap forward. God damn it, girl. I see. Okay, so we didn't get to save her. She worked for me before she joined the task force. She wasn't outstanding at all, but worked hard and never crossed the line. Until now. Cheer up already. Bridget's comforting tone is anything but comforting. She forces a smile as she points at the footage from the monitoring goggles. Look at her mouth. She's saying thank you. Oh, strike hot. Yay, please give me some kamui to make me feel better. Actually, do we get to meet the doctor now? Standing at the vantage point, Gabriel looks at a map of the city. Red dots seem to be moving toward the city from every direction. Not only does it not work, it also attracted vermins. The signal jammer is functioning well. This underground facility is holding up better than I expected. That's why the higher-ups are very dumb. They are. They're so dumb. No wonder the chef and Luna and the other ascendants haven't been taken into custody yet. As the red tide rushes to the distance, Gabriel turns around and walks down the stairs. Next, the final step. Literally, the final step of the stairs. Outskirt of City 075 ruins. Since Strike Cock, we have arrived at the outskirts of City 075. The area looks clear at the moment, no sign of the corrupted or red tide. We will begin searching for Huashu's signal along the planned route. Oh, so they were also here, helping look for Huashu. Okay. Now you see Gabriel. Yeah, I didn't do the April Fool's event. I missed it. I wasn't part of the party. The closer we are to the city center, the stronger the interference gets. It's advisable to finish all preparations before we commence. Speaking of which, Grey Raven should be in the area too, right? Well, Grey Raven entered from the east while we came in from the west of the city. Since we can only narrow down Huashu's location to a 5 to 10 kilometer radius, there may still be some distance between us. The other airborne units are also looking for Huashu, right? I mean, the support force, the Mountain Owls, and the Cerberus. Mountain Owls? Oh, yeah, they all came in the city at different directions. Then we can't let them beat us. I know we're no match for Liv, but the Strike Hawk's radar is still outstanding, isn't it, Captain? Okay, so among the constructs, Liv's radar, like her GPS abilities, is considered like really, really good. She's like the best of the best. That's nice. And she's also part of Grey Raven. Huashu isn't at the top priority for Strikehawk. Our first and foremost task is figuring out the red tide source. Ah, okay, so that's what they were doing while we were underground fighting the huge mech. Yeah, I missed it. This is what happens when you only open the game when you stream it. I know. But when I don't stream PGR, I'm playing the other games. And when I'm streaming PGR, I don't open ZZZ or HSR. People posted it on YouTube. Yeah, I should probably check that out later. You have a new mission objective. From now on, locating Grey Raven is your priority. Grey Raven, what happened to them? Well, we got stuck underground. We have absolutely no way to find out their current status. A few minutes ago, we lost all communication with them. Who needs these mid-mountain lions when we have mountain owls? Again, mountain owls. That's also a bird name, and a very good name. And then there's Silkworm. The actual condition of displaced Raven's capability, I think the latter is more probable. We shouldn't be more than 20 kilometers from the Grey Ravens. Try contacting them via shortwave communication. Nothing, no answer at all. We called each of their channels, even the backup comms. No one answered. I'm guessing the fact that we didn't even know that Strikehawk was here too, like it was never mentioned while I played the main story. I guess that means that they got preoccupied the whole time by something. I'll be counting on you. Understood. I don't remember if they even managed to contact us. I don't think they did. Just coordinates. I remember the support force headed that way too. Let's find the support force first and see what they know. Who needs Strikehawk move out? Grey Raven, hang in there. It's okay, Kamui. We managed to get out without your help. Speaking of which, you haven't said a thing so far. People won't even know you're here if you don't say something. Wanchi! The doctor! Oh my god, I was right. We get to meet the doctor. There's only 3 of us here. Wait, did Kamui really just break the 4th wall? It's the doctor! That's what you look like. White-haired boy. I know we're looking for them, but are we going to do that on foot? We're pretty far from the target location. Should we ask Babylonia to airdrop a vehicle? That'll get us there sooner. Yeah, why don't you guys... Vehicles don't do well on these roads. I was about to say, why don't they use vehicles more? But I mean, even if the roads aren't really suitable for cars, they could still use, I don't know, bikes. Bicycles are kind of known for their off-road ability.
Whether you're flying out of Suba.
Wanchi quietly lifts a finger and points at the distance. And now you see Kami, you remember it next chapter, they're gonna add a feature in gameplay that's gonna be perfect for my brain. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kuro. If they weren't silkworms, they'd be called silk moss, silky butterflies, which isn't better, really. Why does it have to be silk, though? For a moment, they all can hear the swooshing wind, but soon the rumbling sound of waves comes loud and clear. A crimson-red line emerges between the cement-gray buildings and is quickly approaching. The red tide. That's ridiculous. It's at least 3 meters tall. Well, we don't have to look for it anymore. Even though our mission priority has changed, we still have time to get a sample. Yeah, let's find a vantage point before the red tide gets here. I have to say, that thing looks so gross. I don't want to be anywhere near it. Kamui's grossed out by it? According to Asimov's initial analysis, it's a combination of the punishing virus with certain impurities. Look at the concentration of punishing virus. I don't think anyone would dare to get close to it unless they're as special as Kamu. Why don't you ask Kamu to check it out? He accepted a mission as a freelancer, so we separated before I landed. Yeah, didn't he say he's gonna try joining the Ascendants or something? I wonder what he's doing now. Oh, there he is! Tis! Kamu is standing on a crumbling building in the abandoned city. The red tide rumbles under his feet. So he's also here. You're ending your walk. Almost home. Congrats, Spirit. Congratulations. I hope your walk went well. They're making no orbs mode? You hate it? Really? Oh my god. Oh my god. No orbs. No more pinging? That is nice for my bird brain. TLDR, it's called compressed mode. You're not gonna need to pick your pings because it's gonna be everything in one button. Like a normal game, basically. Oh my god, that is perfect for my bird brain. Can't just wait across it either. Kamu stares at the skyscrapers in the distance and brainstorms ways to quickly get through the city. The red tide, which has been rhythmically hitting the building, suddenly churns countless hetero creatures from the rupture in the tide. Eventually, they become transparent eggs that hatch at a tremendous speed. Matured hetero creatures break through their sticky shells, and climb towards the building, which is about to be swallowed by the red tide. Then they mechanically turn their heads and wander around looking for prey. The only living thing nearby is Kamu, who is standing on the rooftop. Do I fix something that isn't broken? He didn't realize yet. The joining the Ascendants was a joke. It was a joke. I was actually kind of looking forward to him joining the Ascendants. I was thinking that maybe the Ascendants needed a new character in their group, you know, just to mix things up, give someone new in the dynamic. The hetero creatures incubated by the red tide hiss sharply and charge at Kamu. What the heck are these things? That was my question too. It's making me mad. Pinging was fun. I mean, the compressed mode thing is it's not mandatory, right? Like you can choose whether or not to be in the compressed mode. Or maybe it's just for the new Kamui, right? I mean, you can still do the pinging if you like. He's always edgy, so it's hard to realize at first. That's why you love your pings. Talking about the pings, it's in alt mode. Okay, so you can still play it in the classic way. Yeah, see, the pings aren't going anywhere, Spirit. The pings are still there. Vile. Kamu lifts his great sword and slashes at the hetero creature swarm. He's fighting the big-bootied mosquitoes. After taking out the last hetero creature, Kamu's terminal rings and signals a connection. The timing is disturbingly perfect. Speak! Whoever is on the other side seems to be accustomed to Kamu's unfriendly attitude. The message is given in the usual gentle voice, which somehow irritates Kamu. You mean Grey Raven? Got it. After disconnecting, Kamu studies the map that was sent to him, including a few highlighted potential routes and destinations. But many characters would just use the new system, you know it. I mean, even if they do use the new system, it's not like you can't still use the old one, right? It's more like an option for people. Never a dull moment. Alright, sample collected. Without the protective gear, I'm sure we'd be infected if we got any closer. What a creepy thing. Even Kamui? I mean, I know he's separated from Kamu now, but I would have thought that Kamui would still have the, maybe he's not completely immune to the punishing virus, but he has a higher immunity, right? I would have thought that Kamui would still have that immunity even though he's separated from Kamu. Guess not. Wanshi isn't falling asleep for once, that's rare. Oh, he sleeps a lot, that's what the mask is for. I thought it was some kind of visor or something. It's a sleep mask. Look, the guy is running like you, Spirit. Once she looks back at the red tide, it has slowed down and formed a decent-sized lake in the lower grounds of the city. The sunlight shimmers on the quiet crimson liquid that swallows life and death wherever it goes. You'll just wait and judge after the update. It's always good to have options, especially that the pings can be hard to get used to for casuals. Remember people dropping the game because they didn't get used to the ping system. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have options, but also I kind of get where Spirit is coming from. The pings are kind of what make PGR unique and different from the other gacha games. But yeah, for a casual like me, for someone who's just here for the story, it's nice. I know. Even so, an eerie silence still envelops them. The whispers in the red tide flood into their ears and wraps around them like a perpetual shadow. Boom, you're gonna lie down. No, shower first. Do not let the sweat dry up. It's bad for you. It's gonna give you acne. Bacne. The hissing of the hetero creatures and the sound of the great sword slashing echo above the city, mixed with familiar angry roars. Could this be? Let's find out. They can hear him from afar already. They arrive just in time to see Kamu fling a sticky hetero creature off his greatsword with disgust. The creature splats on the wall behind Chrome, then slowly slides down. Its mucus splashes onto the hem of Chrome's pants. He did that on purpose! He saw Chrome coming and did that on purpose. Kamu, it's really you. Are you okay? Stay back. Huh? I'm immune to it, but you might not be. Don't come closer if you don't have to. Okay, I guess Kamui isn't immune to it now. You're too tired. It's just a walk. Still. Imagine all of the sweat getting onto your sheets and stuff. It's gross. Go shower. Part of our mission is to collect red tide samples, so we all put on full protective gear before we landed. I didn't say I was worried. His fighting style is as insane as Kamui's. I mean, they are the same person. I don't fight like that. Kamu puts the greatsword on his back and kicks the pile of hetero creatures' limbs away, then walks towards Strikehawks. Kamui finally gets a good look at all the filth on Kamu. Do I? So, what's the situation? What are y'all doing here? New Kamui had such a glow up. People on X are asking, where does he have childbearing hips now? Oh my god. Does he have that? Oh my god. I mean, Kamui and Kamu already have man boobs, so why not childbearing hips, you know? Lost all contact, right? The guy with the disgusting smile told me the same thing and gave me a few possible coordinates. The guy with the disgusting smile? The guy with the one who just called him just now, I guess. Does he mean Murray? I mean, they did say that whoever called him had a gentle voice. Is he talking about Murray? The closest coordinates are underground. I circled around this area, but I didn't find an entrance. We don't talk about it, Wesley. There's an underground shelter below the city. I'm sure there are more than one entrances. If only we can find the blueprint of the underground facilities. Pointless! All the possible entrances have been blocked off. What's... Kamu points at the red tide puddles on the ground. Ah, unless you want to dive underwater to open the door. Okay, makes sense. It might be a little challenging. Feels like someone is intentionally trying to stop us. Where does the red tide come from? Is it sentient, or is someone manipulating it? So does this mean that Kamu is now officially a part of Strikehawk? Like, is he officially a part of Babylonia now? Or is he more like Nanami, you know, where he basically just does whatever he wants, but helps out Babylonia whenever they run into each other or something? Other squads are also looking for Hwashu. Their protective gear isn't as strong as ours, so they might not be able to make it past the red tide. Kamu disliked Marie, forgot that. You're dead. Go shower first before you die. If we can't find a way to the underground, we should at least ensure the safety of our ground support. Kamu, you work with Kamu. Continue to look for the Grey Ravens. Wanshi and I will connect with the other squads. We need to sync our information and make sure that there's enough support to handle any situation. Understood. Got it. We'll leave Hwashu to you, Grey Raven. I have faith in you. Whatever we do, we need to hurry. So he's officially like one of the boys. Gabriel, the chef. I saw stars in the abyss. Gabriel awakens to the belt that has formed from the gears interlocking, articulating, and fitting in with one another. He's a transcendent, like Selena. And I guess like Lady Chu, right? Chu is also a transcendent, right? But Nanami isn't. Nanami isn't an ascendant, isn't corrupted, isn't a construct, isn't a machine. These are all commands that Gabriel has set up beforehand. An analysis based on an interception of the environment's signal shows that the experiment has failed again. He's officially, yes, but he's always practicing social distancing. Kamu is part of Strikehawk now. I guess he has his own dorm, though, because all the Transcendents have virus in him. Oh, okay. Gabriel moves the crumbling stone wall out of the way. Actually, you know what? I think I wanna eat a bit of my salmon first. YouTube, please don't copyright strike me just because I'm not making any noise right now. I just wanna have a bit of my salmon. Yum yum yum. Only stopping when he cuts off his left arm. Okay. Beautiful fireworks back there. Roland, what are you doing here? Roland? In response to Gabriel's question, the speaker jumps off the rubble and slowly approaches Gabriel. Does he? Yeah, it is Roland. He survived the explosion, of course. You want fish? Fish is good. Fish is love. Fish is life. Friends are the last thing a cunning fox would need, I thought. Not according to Zootopia. Never heard that coming from you. This Gabriel story is just to show how bad Gabriel is, so it's skippable if you feel uninterested. I mean, we've gotten this far. Let me see. Yeah, Gabriel part is very little. So I think, yeah, we've gotten this far, so might as well. Want to frame to refit so badly. Roland's question stops Gabriel in his track. Gabriel turns to face Roland. Ooh, Roland's not smiling. Roland leans against the wall with a smirk and keeps talking. Now he's smiling. You're invincible as Ascendants, so why are you trying to enhance your frame? I mean, isn't that, like, common sense? The Grey Ravens and Babylonians are constantly getting upgrades, so why shouldn't they also get upgrades? Especially if their upgrades are gonna just make them more powerful in the long run. You're not wrong. Do you know what it's like when a machine meets its end? Eating sounds to loot demonetized shadow band. Ah, no! I hate Gabriel. Ate fish earlier, what a coincidence. Fish is good protein. No, everyone should eat more fish. Which is why you will never understand. On the way to my end, I arrived at a mathematical vector space. Equations and physics formulas formed the vast expanse of land and sky there. It was in that very moment that my computing power overcame the limits set by arrogant humans. Oh my god, he became... what was that Satoru Gojo line? I alone am the chosen one or something? He's reached enlightenment. I have worked all my life for humans, and it was in that moment that I finally knew what it meant to be free. I was born. But down the road, I found myself running into a brick wall. Send me the fish. What do you mean?
Pagi, Cinta. Macam awak tu boleh bagi
Through
cukup tenaga,
mathematics, Gabriel the chef has reached enlightenment. Equations and principles collapsed at the wall, dragging me to the abyss. It was a numerical abyss in which concepts grew incessantly and got reconstructed. In the abyss, I saw stars twinkling red. I saw the punishing virus, his scarlet flames charring every last inch of Earth. Oh, I alone am the honored one. That's it. That's the line. My body was reconstructed with fractals. When I reached out and tried to touch it, the concept of Earth shattered into pieces between my fingers. The energy that caused the gravitational collapse escaped from me and dissipated into the vastness of the universe. By the way, is this part, like this conversation between the two of them, is this taking place before the fight with the Grey Ravens? So before he fed Luna to that big mech? I struggled and screamed, but my screaming was drowned by the Crusher's noise. I am the only Sigma. I cursed the Ascension Network for approving me. It wasn't until I had been crushed so far that my head was the only thing still functioning when I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. A dazzling white light. Everything shattered in the white light. Then Miss Luna descended before me and showed me the Ascension Network's power. Even now, even during his enlightenment, Luna is a part of it. That very moment marked the beginning of my journey as an Ascendant. Not the Gen Alpha humor. Oh, it's before that. Okay. Yeah, this is all that stuff that happened before the end of the chapter. Alright. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Roland and Gabriel were already like weren't on speaking terms anymore after the end of chapter 13, so this couldn't be after the end. If you say so. Why am I telling you all these? Yeah, why are you yapping so much? I need to get my gear ready because the next mission is right around the corner. They were basically side quests. Oh, you want Luna to send everything into oblivion? Understandable. Standing in the rubble, Roland looks up at the sky which now holds countless stars. So Earth came crumbling down in space? That doesn't sound interesting at all. But I've never seen any of the things you described. Considering what he said and does to Luna after this speech is ironic. I suppose that's what you meant when you say we were different. Speaking of which, do you know exactly what the ASNet is? I don't, and neither do I need to. Do you know what the ASNet is, Roland? All we need to do is give the Ascension network our all. Gabriel stops talking and leaves after removing the brick blocking his path. Roland has been looking up at the sky, lowers his head, and now looks at Gabriel as he leaves. Giving the ASNet our all. So Gabriel believes in the Ascension network destroying everything, while Roland still believes in the Ascension network, but believes that destroying everything isn't fun, would be boring. A corrupted wandering around Gabriel is suddenly crushed into pieces by Gabriel's giant hand. The pieces are then unceremoniously discarded into the red tide. He's cooking! He's making soup with the red tide and pieces of the corrupted. I am the storm that is approaching! Kryrie! Hello! Hi! Gabriel is very based and red-pilled. A true alpha bot. You're the storm that is escaping. Bye, Kryrie! Thank you for dropping by. I hope you're doing well. There is only one person who can say that. Oh yeah, we haven't seen Alpha in a while. The very motivated Alpha. Countless red spores burst out of the hetero creature but are immediately replaced by the new spores coming from the bottom layer. He is literally cooking. Ripples begin to spread around Gabriel. The red tide has started rippling violently, dissolving and reforming itself again and again, eventually regenerating waves with explosive energy. From within the red tide is a succession of hetero creatures more complete, yet twisted still, emerges and crawls in lines from the shore. Following life's most primal instinct, they begin searching for new prey. Roland's just a loyal Luna Knight. Okay, you know what? That's fair. He's a bigger simp, I guess. I alone am the high-spirited one. Wonderful power. Gabriel picks up the mechanical parts next to him and forcefully attaches them to where his right arm used to be. I lost some of my power to the hetero creatures, but that's really not something to worry about in the face of the cause. Gabriel's left hand turns into a tool which he uses to fine-tune the mechanical parts he attached to where his right arm once was. The parts have now turned into a new arm. Shall not escape just because a piece of art exists. You shall not pass! I'm willing to give it my all. Miss Luna, I used to believe that you would always be with us and see your mission through with the Ascension Network's power. I hope you'll be able to live up to my expectations the same way you did then, but are you still able to the same now with her being a part of us? I hope this is all in my head. Otherwise, God only knows what I'm going to do. So he was disappointed in her for a while at this point, huh? 4-2-1. I want another bite. Now that I've had one bite of the salmon, I cannot stop. Lamia! Lamia lowers her hand and lies flat on the edge of the rooftop, knowing that she can try no more. How dare you kiss Luna? Has anyone kissed Luna yet? Has Roland or Gabriel tried? I would have thought they would have at least tried, right? But if I told you, you don't need to die. With the sound of a machine running, the speaker who has been hiding in the shadows of the rubble appears on the rooftop and sits next to Lamia. No way, I'm not strong enough, and it doesn't matter whether I choose to fight them head-on or run away. Gabriel and the polyphage will still catch up to me and devour me in the end. Oh? It's another robot, okay. Oh, that's right. Lamia was also working with Murray, right? So, as an Ascendant, are you really scared of death? An AI-generated video of them kissing, you still hate it. You don't feel much. To be honest, Ascendants are usually driven by emotions stronger than their own lives, but wishes don't get fulfilled if we're dead. And the AI which created it. Also, Roland, I also hate AI. That much I can agree with. Maybe I'm not gonna tell you because you're probably just gonna sell it as a piece of information. But I hate the idea of dying a meaningless death, so I'm just gonna try a little harder to stay alive until... Hey, I almost fell for that. You're terrible. I didn't do anything. You were the one who kept talking. You're the one who wouldn't stop yapping. Back to what I was saying. If you fulfill my conditions, then I can help you walk away from Gabriel's War alive, no matter who wins. The Phoebe Chuppy is the only AI videos you accept? Phoebe Chuppy? Phobe Chuppy? I don't accept any of the AI videos. It's kind of making me appreciate stuff like the Skibbity toilet stuff. I mean, because at least Skibbity toilet isn't AI. This is too different when we first started working with Luna. How did you know something from so long ago? There's no secret here. The Sea Cakes video? Do you really deserve it? Phoebe Chuppies? Yeah, I don't know anything about the AI stuff because I refuse to interact with it. So I guess you guys know more than I do about stuff like that. Are you always this pushy with women? It depends. Well then, what should I do exactly? I want the key that can cause the lake to flood. Washu's key?
Selamat pagi, Cinta. Macam awak tu boleh
They
bagi
haven't really
cukup
shown how
tenaga, tak?
Lamia got in touch with Murray, right? Like how they ended up working together. So she agreed. She couldn't say no. Cheers to yet another success of yours. The speaker sitting in front of the robot raises his glass, his figure hidden out of sight in the shadows. Is this Murray? Glitter's gold. Stop digressing. Where's the thing? I don't have it yet. The authority to use Kurono's army is something you can get whenever you want it. Okay, maybe it's not Murray. I don't need an entire army. All I need is enough weapons to ensure one single person's safety. All anime white-haired women are mine. Give me 3 reasons, Rojak, then I will trust you. Rojak is a cheater. Bold of you to assume that Rojak wouldn't cheat. Deal then. Wasting no time. I like that. Don't forget about how I want those weapons. I understand. Private, efficient, safe. They'll complete any mission without catching anyone's attention. Well, I sure hope so. The little robot cuts off the communication following a buzz. The speaker, sitting in the shadow, stands up from the red sofa and empties his glass of wine. He just wasted some alcohol. They most certainly will. Yule? Yule? More fish. Oh, Lee, I was wondering where you were. I feel like this is the first time we've seen him in this hidden parts. Let's go take a look. Fish. Yum yum. No pain is excruciating enough to even be spoken of. How much farther? Oh. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen NPCs in shadow like this. Like even so far in the hidden stories, the NPCs were all, you know, fully seen. Where are these guys in the shadow then? Phoebe is a Woo-Wah character. Oh. In the anniversary event, she becomes a cube and only says Phoebe Chuppy in a cute way. 1 year later, someone made an AI video of her chibi acting like a kid and went viral. Oh, that's what it is? Okay. You have every Luna at affection level 8 and the gotcha skin. Not my wine. But you like other white-haired women too, Rojak? I mean, to be fair, it's kind of impossible to hate white-haired anime characters. They're just always so goated. Do we have any other choices? Like, I literally cannot think of a white-haired anime character that I hate. Don't worry, God will send his angel to help us survive. Rumor has it that someone came across a load of supplies in the ruins in this area. Oh, you mean Shrek and Bella? Everyone who lets someone else in on the secret does so cautiously, swearing that they're only doing things for friendship's sake, and in turn asking for secrecy for fear that it will draw still more looters. Still have a real-life closet that's full of night lights. They stay on track and walk for the entire afternoon, finally arrive at a place known as the Old Street before
Selamat
night.
pagi, Cinta. Macam awak tu boleh bagi cukup tenaga.
You don't
tak?
need to hate them. I mean, yeah, I mean, even the old white-haired anime characters, like Kaoru, even though his hair kind of looks gray, I still count him as a white-haired character. Kaoru is great. Kakashi, even though it's kind of silvery, I still count it as white. Kakashi is also the GOAT. For the ladies, yeah, we already have Luna and Alpha. Takes them a while to finally find a strong enough building. Just when they've finished settling in for the night, a group of armed young scavengers appears. Who gave you the okay to stay here? Armed hoodlum. Why would we need your permission to stay here? You're loyal to Lucia only. You like white-haired girls too, but not enough to cheat. I mean, isn't simping for Alpha, doesn't that count as cheating? They are, you know, different people. Technically, at least they both acknowledge each other as different people. I want more fish. Is this all still taking place in City 075? Because like the landscape looks more like the museum. God will not forgive you. The girl's serious remark, however, is met with an outburst of laughter from the hoodlums. You only do Alpha and that's it. Still Lucia. Commandant by default has white hair in Babylonia mode. Oh! Yes, I do love myself now. White hair looks good. White-haired anime characters always look good. Jedavito and Karen. She's Lucia for me. Oh, that's right. Karen has white hair. I keep forgetting because like Karen's default has the hood thing. So like Karen in my mind is red. Oh yeah, Karen also white hair. Also great. Enough chit chat. Get to work now. If they try anything funny. He does the cutthroat gesture with his thumb. With iron pipes in their hands, the other hoodlums start ushering the feeble scavengers out of the building. Those are cute. City 075 is massive. I wish they'd have, like, a map or something, you know, an on-screen map. Not necessarily for navigation, but, you know, just to show me how huge it actually is. I must know how big you are! Unbothered, he picks up the bag, takes out a can and some hard tacks and distributes them to his group. Store the rest of it. What about us? Huh? What made you think you'd get anything when this is all the lot of you came back with? Yeah, I don't know Jetta V yet. But I think I've seen her already in, you know, the character list thing. It's better if I haven't met Genevieve. Okay. What are you trying to do? The girl tries to stop the hoodlums, but is held back by a pair of weak hands. Yule, please. But... let's just take care of ourselves for now. Charmed and tired. The scavengers... okay. I can't read while I'm eating. No, you lie. They're in the middle of the discussion about the mysterious... okay, I can't. Gotta swallow first. He looks at them without a trace of remorse, as if trying to tell them that they really only tried to fix him. The man who was crouching in the corner before is nowhere to be found now. As big as Beijing. Oh yeah, I think I remember you mentioned that before, Rojak. She's in the derived form matrix. Genevieve is basically Nanami. She grew up in a Gyaru life and a milk drinker. Okay. Alternative interpretation. You need milk. Drink your milk. Genevieve is a construct, right? So she's a construct that can drink milk? My infection is getting worse. Where did he go exactly? I wonder if we're going to hear the waves again tonight. I want to go and have a look. They seem to be having a conversation, but everyone is really just trying to vent, paying no attention to anyone else. Should we just leave this place then? He casts his eyes over the others as he raises the question. There's no way they can make it back in their current condition. No one even knows what the supply hunt tomorrow will be like. I'm sure we'll come back with plenty of supplies tomorrow. If we do, we'll all finally be able to eat. She feeds Commandant milk? Okay, you know what? Fair enough. We haven't seen or heard of Commandant drinking milk. You're right, the Commandant might be very, very milk deprived. The Commandant is milkless. The Commandant needs milk. Fair enough. Yeah, for sure. Let's call it a night for now. They huddle together, shivering as they fall asleep. Okay, then don't explain spoilers. I'm trying to be better about regulating spoilers. So if you guys make any spoilers in the chat, I will delete it. You know, just to be more considerate of the people who haven't gotten this far in the game yet. You hear splashes of waves after the group of people dashes out of the building. Then peace returns. Yul wakes up to the midday sun from a deep sleep and is now way past when the hoodlums come. Where is everyone? One of the scavengers is missing. Could this have to do with the commotion last night?
Selamat pagi, Cinta.
Selamat
Macam
pagi.
awak tu boleh bagi cukup tenaga, tak?
Okay, selamat malam. I saw them. The old lady says, shivering so badly that she almost bites her own tongue. I had a hard time falling asleep again last night. I went out to check on things when I heard the waves and... Yes, contain yourself, spirit. Path. They came out of the red stuff and started talking to me. Oh. The red stuff is here now. Tastes so good. I'm still alive. We're almost there. She exists and she likes milk. Derived from Matrix is kind of weird for you. They're deep in thought when a group of scavengers... Oh, hello. Is this place your turf? They just walked up and asked, hey, you in charge here? The group brings new scavengers up to speed with the state of affairs. The new scavengers appear unconvinced, but still agree to investigate the ways with them, and they can be heard. When they return, they start talking about the projection they've seen in the red tide in great detail. When the beans are spilled, reaching every last scavenger in the building, all the scavengers start talking about the red tide. The story is just like Gabriel is skippable, by the way, just to show how deadly the red tide is. I mean, yeah, we've gone this far already. Might as well. All they've seen are scavengers falling ill one after another, having no serum left to treat themselves. No more garlic serum! No! Desperate and seeing no hope in sight, the infected buy in the stories about the red tide. When gigantic waves slash the streets and bring away hopeless scavengers, new projections can be seen appearing in the red tide. Every time the red tide comes, it leaves in its wake still more stories and the punishing virus itself. Now's my time to understand. Beans? Arknights? What you were telling me? Okay. So, like, City 075, we know that's, you know, ground zero, where the punishing virus started and stuff, and people still didn't leave. I know it's basically an apocalypse, and basically everywhere else is fucked too. But this place has forbidden red water. Wouldn't they be safer away from the forbidden red water? Rojak control. Matrix is a roguelike mode in the game. There's a story there, but to avoid the hassle, you could just react on YouTube like you do here when the time comes. Okay. Garlic bread. No, I said garlic syrup. Happiness is sitting right before us. You see, heaven looks different in different ages. If you fail to recognize it now just because it looks different, it just means that you aren't religious enough. No, it means that I haven't been indoctrinated into the cult. Let's go and finish it. Of course, thank you for the information. Garlic and Diet Coke? I mean, you do you, I guess, but I don't think garlic goes well with any kind of soda. Is that true? Dad and Mom, has the heaven you believed in ceased to exist? A mocking laughter stops the girl's mumble short. Get with the times already. I can't believe there are still people believing in stuff like that. No one's ever seen heaven or hell, so it makes perfect sense that we want to believe in what we see, no? You're an atheist. You shall defy everyone, and I respect you for it. What is, if we keep living the way we do, we're both gonna die. As long as I'm saved, I don't care if heaven is white or red, or if it's a frying pan or some god's temple. Okay? The man waves his hand and leaves to join the group looking for the red tide. This is the first time anyone saw the red tide, so it's unfortunately human curiosity. Ah, okay. I also like Diet Coke. Red Coke, no, Diet Coke. But, you know, Diet Coke with garlic? Not even with other carbs on the side? You leave the abandoned hotel with a wooden stick in hand. God, please help me. Damn you, flu! That is one of the many cons of getting sick. You can't taste garlic bread. I'll praise your name, please, please, huh? You want to know, need it. Her prayer slowly degrades. God, where are you? The moon buries itself deep behind the rain and clouds. The girl shouts at the gloomy sky with what little strength she has left, only to be met with God's deafening silence. You're a liar. Oh, she just stopped working. Okay, no longer able to stand. The girl's wail slowly dies down, her tears having run dry, the violent rain showing not a hint of mercy, striking her face and then streams down her pale cheeks. Go take a shower, spirit, and then you can get your Diet Coke. You will need it and you will love it. She crouches parsley on the ground, reaching out for the red tide with a desperate smile on her face. As you should. These gods have no power without their mysterious stories. Well, the devil does. The wave blocking the rain from her devours the girl whole with her last words. Okay, and you would think after all of that, people would understand. Oh, the forbidden red stuff is bad. We should leave. But no, they're still there. This is a dark underground building. The dust in the air and cobwebs in the corners are signs that it has been years since anyone lived here. A soft blue fluorescent light appears before a robot and the projection shows the face of a young man following a brief distortion. Hey, Murray. Seems like the connection is fine. Hi, I believe this is the first time we've ever met. Greetings, human, or should I call you the dealer? Washu. Murray, you've got your fingers in a bunch of pies, don't you? What are you up to, Murray? Because I believe I ought to show some respect when meeting your user. According to my records, you never expose anything about yourself when you deal with Luna and the others. I'm referring to your actual user, that is Huashu's master. I'm sure you'd learn about everything that happened here through Huashu, Lady Chu. So this is what happened to Lady Chu after the fight in Kalu. New comms projection appears in the space that Murray has been gazing into. People see red liquid. Let's go fishing. No, don't fish in the forbidden red. He likes I'm not sure if I can say that on YouTube, but he likes it, I guess. Murray, I remember you. It's such an honor that you know me. Yeah, how do you know him? Save the pleasantries and get straight to the point. I'd like to make a deal with you. Oh, you're not talking about cooperation like what your President Hassan suggested, but a deal? Yes, a deal it is. The storm that Luna has caused is letting up. I see it as a perfect timing for us to sit down and have a conversation about a deal. I mean, no disrespect towards you, but based on what I've seen in Huashu's records, I'm guessing you handed Huashu over to Luna on purpose. Be it exposing Luna's data beforehand through Huashu, constantly stirring up hatred for Luna among other forces, or secretly providing guidance for Babylonia's task force. Ah, okay. So, she lost on purpose is gonna be her excuse now. I wasn't defeated, I lost on purpose. All these points towards one thing, and that's Luna, one of the Asnet agents. Huashu was secretly trying to get into Luna's way while helping her. That is something an AI would do without being ordered to. You are the only person who could have done that because your orders are capable of overriding everyone else's without getting noticed. Why? Because YouTube bans in real time. Exactly. YouTube knows everything. Cutting straight to the chase. I like that. Luna is an unmanageable threat to our tabula Akasha, and I personally also think it's high time that I stop my investment in her. So why don't we work together to get rid of her? What investment, Murray? You've been investing in Luna? Since when? Are you a crypto bro? I would like to keep Huashu's key for just a little longer. In return, I've already assigned someone to keep an eye out for Luna in place of Huashu. For this deal to work, it is necessary that we share our information. I will provide you with Luna's real-time information to figure out when to best take her out. I'm guessing the person he has in charge of keeping an eye on Luna is Lamia, right? That's the only one I can remember. Or at least the only person I can remember him contacting. I just got a message from my mom. My mom is telling me I should try to apply for a job at this place. Okay. Later, Mom! Later! In exchange, I will need you to grant me access to part of Washi's computing power, so I'm in a better position to counter Gestalt. Counter Gestalt? What are you up to, Murray? I can't tell. You are dead. Did you at least shower first? Try saying a very bad word on stream and YouTube will cut it off immediately. I don't want to try. I don't want to mess with the gods. A deal only works when there's trust. I have no reason to provide you with false information. Truthful information can also lead to misunderstanding in a war if it's incomplete. That is true, just like the information you fed Luna through Huashu. You can erase my existence whenever you want with Huashu's highest command in your hands, no? The Imperial Ultimate Job application. My mom hates that I'm unemployed. I still want to survive this goddamn war with him. Yeah, so his ultimate goal is to survive with his brother. But, like, what does messing with all of these different people and different parties, how does that end with Lee and him surviving? With a snap of Chu's finger, a dark green light comes out of Huashu's terminal and enshrouds Murray. Thank you. I look forward to us working together.
Selamat pagi.
Lee has... Murray has so many connections, and all for Lee. Seems like we failed to bring down Babylonia. That's fine. I've never wanted any human suffering that way anyway. When a plan fails, we just move on to the next one. I have all the time in the world now that I'm behind the scenes. Oh. So, are you still trying to think of a way to kill all humans in an instant without putting them through pain? That's part of her Tabula Akasha plan? Oh my god. I'm getting an opportunity to earn 10k a month. Yandere brother times 2. Yeah, I thought Lee was the one who went to extremes by turning himself into a construct for his brother. But I see that that's become more... I see that he's the more tame brother between the two now. What's their family name? What are their last names? Have they mentioned it before? They still shine in all their beauty. You know, like how Chrome is a smith? It's probably time that we adjust Tabula Akasha accordingly. Yeah, I can save money now, I guess, if I get a job. No matter what happens, you'll always have our support. Thank you. Bye, Gui. Now let's put aside these issues with humans for now. Luna must be eliminated no matter how Tabula Akasha evolves. Let's see through our deal first, little Murray from Babylonia. Deep memory shard. I wasn't expecting so much Murray in these hidden chapters. This data is... Lee waves his hand and turns off the hollow screen display. This is the data left by the construct that defected from Babylonia. I'll give it to Bianca when I return. How could someone defect? The complicated expression covers Lucia's face. I found some memory data of the construct being chased by the purifying force. I'll have your support, but if I get a job, then I can't, you know, stream for as long as I do now. I gotta go back to, you know, 1 hour streaming. That even if you can confirm this person was remembered, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, it's mainly about Murray. I'm surprised that all of this information is part of the hidden story, you know? You would think that all of this would be important setup for future chapters, wouldn't it? No, now's not the time to think about this. What we need to do now is continue onward. Murray, Murray, Murray. Spirit, try typing out Murray's name one more time. See if it'll make him appear. Like Beetlejuice or Bloody Mary. The data is seriously damaged and cannot be played normally. Automatically proceeding to the next available data entry. Chatting log. Vocal text 10293. Hidden.
Selamat pagi, Cinta.
Selamat malam.
Boleh bagi cukup tenaga, tak?
Tak. She's here today too. Flashbacks exist, that's why. So yeah, no need to worry, I'll be with you. As usual, during her rehabilitation training in the training room, her skill with the blade is as awe-inspiring and exacting as when I first met her on the battlefield. The leader said that the training logs shouldn't contain extraneous details, but this is my log, so we can go cry about it. Now, where was I? Oh, her eyes were as cold as ever, but there was a trace of loneliness. I don't know why, but I think I understand her loneliness. I heard that Lucia was seriously wounded during her last mission, and her entire team and Commandant died, except for her. Did Marie appear in your room, Spirit? Is he there? I sensed a change in her. Now she's the only remaining member of her Grey Raven team. I would have loved for the opportunity to fight at her side. With this in mind, I remained in the training room once training was over. Who is this? Who is observing our Lucia like this? Wait, no, I first gave her a salute, then said hello. Who is this person being creepy around Lucia? Is it Karen? Then I complimented Lucia's achievements, expressed my appreciation for her, for the Grey Ravens, then put forward my wish to join the Grey Ravens. Or should I say I wanted to, but I ended up just staring at Lucia as she left the training room. She didn't even look my way as she walked past me. Say it audibly, text doesn't work. Say it in front of a mirror. I missed my opportunity and had no other choice but to submit my application to the Grey Ravens. I was rejected, of course. That's why I was assigned to my current team. Who are you? Why would the renowned Grey Raven team need a mediocre member like me? Will this turn out to be Lee or something? Lee or Liv? And I'm just making fun of them and their maybe not obsession, their idolization of Lucia. Operations and simulation training are no different after joining my team. Most of my missions are just cleaning up corrupted around the conservation area, setting up equipment, investigating corrupted, and then submitting reports to the special exploration squads. You wanted someone from game, you'd rather summon Lucia. Yeah, you could try that, I guess. Undertaking more difficult missions. Maybe since I'm not as strong as our leader and Teresa, I'll just end up getting in the way during more important assignments. Hold on. I wanna drink. Ah. Also, fish. Yeah. This person is an actual fan of Lucia. It's not even like with Karen. She's lovely just the way she is. It's okay, mystery person. Her commandant will tell it for her. Drag her off somewhere noisy? Okay. Ah, Liv and Lucia. Liv and Karen. Most of the times, the Grey Ravens do Commandant, always talking to Lucia with a gentle smile. She used to be really tense, but she seems to have loosened up more than ever. Just remembered after chapter 13, the near collab happened. If you want to check the story at some point, you can now. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Nier. I think I know like the bare bones of it, but the Nier franchise to me, I guess it's the same as the Resident Evil franchise. So I only know stuff through osmosis of being on the internet. So I feel like if I watched the Nier stuff, I wouldn't really understand what's going on. But, you know, if there's a way for me to rewatch any of the like Black Rock Shooter collab stuff, I can understand that. I know Black Rock Shooter. Once recalled, we will wake up in a new frame and continue to fight another day. Recalling does have one side effect though. Our combat data will take precedence over other memory data during recall. If there's any error with the recall process, we may end up losing memories. So, erasing memories is just a normal thing in Babylonia, huh? Even when they're not doing it on purpose. Near like the Resident Evil series is real. If I recall on the battlefield, will I still be me when I wake up in a maintenance pod in Babylonia? The captain was furious. He said that I needed to get my head out of the clouds. My commandant won't always be able to stop and adjust my mind. I can only bow my head and apologize to the captain. The commandant spoke up for me, but that only makes me feel even more guilty. If it weren't for the commandant and captain of this mission, I might have died from the attacking corrupted. I wasn't expecting to encounter falling hetero core shards during such a routine mission. The shards ended up luring a horde of corrupted. Harikite Iko? I couldn't keep my mind from wandering. Even I didn't know from where the fear in the bottom of my heart came. Maybe I'm not suitable to be a soldier at all. No wonder the Grey Ravens wouldn't let me join. Well, I wonder, because they're constructs, right? Is there any way for them to quit? Like, any way for them to just retire and not leave Babylonia like Ankh? You know, like anyone, let's say, I guess they can't get PTSD, but if the constructs could get something like really, really bad PTSD, then they have to be retired, right? Would Babylonia just cease their operation, like just kill them? As, you know, as in like they won't run their constructs, their frames anymore, maybe? I mean, they gotta get pensions or something. Your head is all Harikite Iko. Speaking of Resident Evil, people in the game chat was talking about how Leon could be a playable character in PTR a few days ago. Oh! Well, I mean, yeah, I guess at this point I'm looking forward to any kind of collab in PTR. Because I missed so many already. Babylonia won't be able to locate my location. I've accumulated a lot of redundant data from all the continuous fighting, which is overloading my mind, but I can't stop here. Leon is everywhere. They can retire and get PTSD. Okay, well, the getting PTSD part sucks, but hey, at least they can retire. I can't forget the figure I saw in the dust and smoke of the explosion. It stands that skill with the blade, even though her hair was a different color. There's no doubt in my mind, that was Lucia. Oh, this person saw Alpha. Why'd she become an Ascendant? And why am I not surprised? Seems like I'd seen her like that before. Oh wait, but if she saw Lucia with Liv, then that means she saw our Lucia, right? Because Alpha never met Liv. Why did the Commandant apologize to me in the end? I think he ends corruption, so I guess PGR. Bro will parry the virus and throw a one-liner. So that's the kind of character Leon is? Status public. Red current flows rapidly through the wounded construct propped up with her blade, causing her to collapse onto the ground. We meet again, little Miss Pretty. I'm happy to see you're still alive. Oh? Is this Roland's ex? Do you remember? I told you my name the last time we met. Last time. Huh? I'm guessing you must have rebooted since then. Is it Roland's ex? He's talking so nicely to her. We had quite a conversation last time. Looks like only I get to cherish that memory. Please don't look at me like a cornered animal. We are of the same ilk. Lucia, come, let's retire you. You've suffered enough. Let me introduce myself one more time. My name is Roland. As for you, congratulations. You are qualified to join our ranks. Qualified. Indeed, you are qualified to join Asnet and share in its power. The punishing virus will no longer pose any threat. We will teach you to become one with it, to control it. Why me? You've forgotten everything, haven't you? No matter, rebooting doesn't make you any less qualified. After all... Oh. You just passed Asnet's preliminary screening. Thank you. Our efforts weren't in vain. Preliminary screening. The silver-haired Ascendant smiles gracefully, then extends his hand. Roland doesn't count as a white-haired anime character. He doesn't. Not to me, restoring memory data. Even though I said Kakashi and Kaworu count, Roland doesn't count. The Ascendant leader isn't the cold and ruthless machine that I imagined. Rather, she's a petite girl with a dreamy, moonlit glow. Roland refers to respectfully as Miss Luna. Wait, is this Lamia? Lamia was the last to join the Ascendants, right? I guess you got punished, Leon, probably. Hello, Latifa. Hi, welcome. Liv in Imperial Affection Story as well. Liv is still okay. Okay. I see Spirit is gonna prioritize Lucia, as usual. Rather, she's a petite girl with a dreamy moonlit glow. Roland refers to respectfully as Miss Luna. For some reason, her smile reminds me of Lucia, despite her rarely ever smiling. Her face looks delicate and harmless, but I'm speechless in front of her. I can only stare at her with a forced smile as she extends her hand. Then, my mind begins to boil over and I gradually lose control over my body. Is this supposed to be Lamia? Hatred and destructive desires foreign to me encroach on my consciousness, even though I try my best to restrain them. My eyesight fades to blood red, blotting out my vision. My memory turns blank after that. But right before I lose all my memory, I hear Roland say, "Yet another failure. Sure enough, even if you succeeded." Okay, not Lamia, then. Lucia's priority always. I wasn't expecting to see so many corrupted remains here. I don't know how much time passes until I hear a familiar voice bring clarity to the sea of chaos within my mind. You need to do Alpha's arcade enema to see how Lamia joined, but yeah, pretty sure she was the last to join. Arcade enema. I think I still haven't gotten to any of those yet. I transfer all of my remaining power to my visual module so I can at least see a bit more clearly. As my consciousness and eyesight recover, the burning feeling of the punishing virus embraces my body, quickly tearing away the delicate balance. But I still choose to see everything in front of me. The black-haired girl slashes her katana, killing the endless stream of corrupted. A commandant dressed as a human stands beside her. Dressed as a human? What? What was that? Dressed as a human? Is that supposed to be some kind of hint that the Grey Riven Commandant isn't human? Just pretending to be one? She's not the mysterious descendant, but rather Lucia, the one I had always longed to meet. But now I looked like a corrupted in her eyes. But still, I struggled to climb out of the debris with nothing but my hands. My lower body has been mangled by corrupted while unconscious. My movements awaken the surrounding corrupted from their dormant slumber, triggering their combat mode upon detecting an intruder. After chapter 15. Okay, I'll try. How do I unlock that arcade enema thing? Is it something I can only unlock after getting, after giving a bunch of gifts to the characters? She walks in front of me before finally seeing me clearly. A human stand. That's what the Commandant is, huh? The Commandant is just Lucia's stand. But her fighting style is still as awe-inspiring and exacting as before. Her eyes are just as cold and empty. She was the real Lucia. And sure enough, the hairstyle really suits her. Who knows if anyone told her? All the corrupted that frantically attack Lucia fall silent under her blade. Then she raises her katana at me. Humans will destroy humanity. As the corruption from the virus intensifies, the mysterious whispers once again invade my consciousness, but I can't let them succeed, at least for the moment. Oh my god! This one construct, this one corrupted construct, is holding off the punishing virus from the power of her love for Lucia. Wait for the blade to fall. You're from Babylonia. I mean, kind of. The arcade enema is already unlocked, basically an interlude part 2. For now, you can do Alpha and Watanabe ones because the rest is spoilers. Okay. So I guess I just gotta be able to find where the arcade enema is. What is she saying? The expected darkness of death doesn't come. However, I no longer have enough energy to operate my auditory module. I see her hand holding the blade fall by her side. She takes her other hand and grasps my hand that is reaching out to her. Like Wesley said. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could look for that after chapter 15, then? Sorry we're late. I can't see my face, but it feels like I might be smiling, an expression unlike any corrupted. This is probably the closest I've ever been to Lucia. I see the sorrow and sadness deep in her eyes as she holds my hand tightly. You respect the corrupted. You mean you relate to the corrupted. All this time I've been watching her fight, train, and be alone. I never thought she would give me such a warm and kind look. I will put an end to all of this, so... Lucia stops talking, then gently puts her hand on my forehead as if taking a short oath. Just as I'm about to shut down, I try to call out her name. Hola, amigo. What? That's not her name. If someone tells you to make a wish, what would you ask for? Strength? Money? Power? Perhaps most people would be quiet and think it over first in order to sort through thousands of wishes and then pick one with the highest priority. If I had a wish, I would wish to turn back time and redo my life. I wouldn't do anything different, but I would consciously spend more time with the people in my life, especially the people that I know who will eventually leave my life sooner rather than later. Even if this is just a casual question, there's no promise to make their wishes come true. Humans will waste their time putting their wishes in order just in case they were ever to meet a genie. He is dedicated, to say the least. I don't remember that. I thought constructs from Babylonia just him for Bianca. But he ain't me. Humans are such greedy creatures that they don't even realize it for most of the time. I mean, they can simp for multiple of the constructs. A lot of the constructs, especially the girls, are top tier. Not even to have the strength to survive anymore. I've tried before, but it didn't work out too well. Just look at me now. I wanted a simple life, but the virus destroyed it all. I wanted to be with my family, but they brought it right before me. I wanted to walk a new path, but I ended up deserted and lost what little I was worth as a human. I used to make every move for the purpose of living. I kept struggling to live, and I still went up in smoke. So I've chosen not to struggle or be hopeful. Maybe I will consume all my energy and then rot in Kurono's disposal plant. Doesn't that sound okay too? Until one day, dazzling white light fills my whole world. The screening process is the same for everyone. This is child's play compared to Kurono's screening process. However, both are excruciatingly painful. Listen to the screams of those that can still move. You could make music with their screams. If this was the golden age, I'm sure a remix of them would top the charts for at least a week. Okay? That being said, I'm surprised I can still move. This is the beginning of it all. Bianca ranks #1 in the list of constructs you want to date. The list of whose list? Whose poll? Lamia. When did she leave? She left when you started reminiscing and talking to yourself for the past 15 minutes. Lamia's like, I'm not listening to this anymore, and just left. She skedaddled. Weren't you listening? As if he didn't hear the irony in Gabriel's words, Roland narrows his eyes and smiles. He folds his hand behind his head and leans against the wall in a more comfortable position. Grey Raven Commandant is unaware of the list. Of course Grey Raven Commandant is unaware. Sounds like there's a lot going on in Babylonia that the Grey Raven Commandant is unaware of. Unaware of this list, of the list to this day, apparently. I mean, yeah, workaholics like Bianca and the Grey Raven Commandant usually don't really listen to office gossip. I'm looking for an answer, but I don't even know what the question is. The girl continues to walk forward aimlessly. Why are you still alive? The girl's... You can't just ask someone that, Luna! Jeez! The girl's gaze shifts to the construct. He's undoubtedly inflicted with a high concentration of the punishing virus, yet remains cognizant. Oh! So that was Roland? I'm guessing not the Lucia simp, but the one that was talking afterwards. The one that said, like, the screams could top the charts in the golden age. That was Roland! I should have known when he said hola amigo. Roland is Spanish, right? You're not dumb, you just remembered something wrong. If that makes you dumb, then that makes me dumber. You have at least something you want to do, right? So Roland was from Babylonia? Ah, unbelievable. Oh no, not from Babylonia, from Kurono. I'm surprised that the others from Kurono don't recognize him. Lee and Vera are both from Kurono, right? I don't think Chrome is from Kurono, but those two definitely are from Kurono. So, Roland must have left a long time ago, or at least before they became constructs and joined Kurono. And Luna notices a pair of eyes hiding in the dark. Why are you following me? You gave me new life. You woke me up in the garbage dump and allowed my body to regain control. You made me immune to the virus. So this is the start of his simping for Luna. I see. Well, I guess understandable. Glorias las Plagas? I'm so sorry, I don't know Spanish. Dora the Explorer tried to teach me, but I'm not a good student. Now stop following me. Luna, you don't know what you've done. You just gained a simp. After a few fake sighs, Luna raised her hand, causing the wall behind her to collapse. I'm eating more fish. Why are you still following me? I always forgot he throws some Spanish words sometimes. I think he only does it in English though. Ah! Okay, so he doesn't speak Spanish in like the Chinese or the Japanese localization? You'll find out about Roland's past from his interlude, and this line about what's important is part of it. Okay. Someone tell me if Spirit is cursing in Spanish. I might have to put him in timeout if that's the case. If that's the case, stand closer and watch. Quit hiding. After saying this, Luna turns and continues onward. Roland stays out of the shadow and follows behind her. Lighting the campfire, the crackling pops from the burning wood intermittently breaks the silence and sends tiny embers into the sky. This is one of their short respites during their journey long ago. However, ascendants need not rest due to the power from the punishing virus, let alone build a campfire. So they're just building one for fun. It's okay, I understand. Looking at the fire crackling is fun. As an ascendant, your power will be at my disposal. And what makes you say that? I created you. I am your creator. I am your queen. But you obviously didn't care before. I changed my mind. It's not like you found your purpose, right? He's doing a Resident Evil 4 remake reference. Okay. It's from OG too. Do what you will. I will continue with my plan. If I have to squash one more pest, then so be it. Alright, Spirit. You can get away with it just this once. Yeah, you sure like to do as you please, miss. Oh, so this is before he was all like, Miss Luna, Luna-sama. He stands up and gets down on one knee before Luna. Never mind. And puts his hand to his chest like a chivalrous knight in a play. And let me pledge my allegiance until I find my purpose. Miss Luna. I spoke too soon. As night falls, fireworks light up the sky over Venus Splash Park. While the Grey Ravens celebrate a short victory off in the distance, a figure quietly sneaks into the arcade. The damaged arcade screen in the innermost part of the arcade suddenly lights up, then begins to play some loud, cheerful music. Memories on Venus Beach. Humans drawn always by the beach, all too human. Ouch, my ears! Skip! The figure sits in front of the arcade cabinet, staring at the screen, engrossed in the game. Soon after, Roland smiles with satisfaction, takes off the arcade peripheral, and pulls out the storage device. Shoma, looks like you were holding back. Luna-sama! Roland jumps out of his seat, swings his weapon, and breaks the machine, ending the final mission with a spark and the rumble of an explosion. Roland looks at the storage device in his hand, lost in thought. Sis, if we can return to being constructs, what would you do? Ah! Alpha in her bikini. Besides, there's no what-ifs in this world. Alpha answers Luna's sudden question without thinking, but Luna only responds with a long silence. What if there are? You mean Shoma's research? Yeah. I honestly completely forgot about Shoma and the fact that he was trying to figure out how to turn ascendants back into constructs or whatever. And I mean, he was just in the Venus Splash Park chapter, and then he wasn't really mentioned until just now. After a long silence, a faint electronic buzzing comes from the inside of Roland's coat. Awooka. You're glad motivated Alpha is in here, or he'd be woofing all around. Don't worry, I have a feeling that if Alpha appears on screen enough, motivated Alpha will come eventually. The essence of the Ascension network. Ew, Ascension essence. You'll summon him, by the way. You want cool glasses like that? Actually, do you wear glasses? I wear glasses, and I gotta say, glasses to me are a necessity. They're not really something I consider cool. My best friend, though, they really, really, really like glasses. They really like characters who are megane. So, like, but I personally don't get it. Glasses are just a necessity. They're there to help people see. Roland picks up randomly discarded book in the ruins, then changes the name on the cover to his own. You can't just do that. Respect the books more. What did people used to do here? Read books like this all day? Basically what Gabriel's doing. Asuna has already triumphed. Let's prepare for the next mission. I don't have time to chat with you. You seem excited. How does a construct get tanned? By using a tan frame, I guess? However, I need to be ready just in case there's a change of plan. You're still confused. I mean, UV rays are very, very, very bad for you. I guess they're also very bad for constructs and their frames. Sunglasses sometimes. Okay, sunglasses, I guess, would be, you know, one to protect your eyes and also mostly for the cool factor. But, like, normal glasses, I don't really see the appeal in them. They really are just a necessity to me. Now it's time to proceed with the plan. Washu will oversee the primary objective. Both of you proceed with your duties. Alpha's glasses spell the word cool on it. Oh, that's what you meant by cool. I thought you meant like you just wanted glasses that look cool. I think I used to see glasses like those a lot, you know, where they spell words like that. But I haven't seen them in a while. I guess they just went out of fashion. Sorry, Wesley, I misunderstood you. You have nearsightedness, so you don't need to wear glasses that much. If you try normal glasses, you'll be blind. Yeah, I think if any of you try my glasses, you'd be surprised that I'm not legally labeled as blind yet. Synthetic skin is built like actual human skin. But did they also have to include the weakness to UV rays? That is Roland's response. Roland, you're really impeccable at flattery. I'm telling the truth. You always have to make me look bad in front of Miss Luna. I see. Let's begin, Washu. Have we not seen Alpha throughout this whole hidden story? Other than in that flashback on the beach? Alpha just hasn't appeared at all? Huh. Luna could have wiped them out the moment they stepped foot here, but she did not. Thanks, Luna. The Grey Ravens have grown stronger since their last meeting. Even Roland has to unleash more of his power. They fight seamlessly as each member places their trust in one another and in the tactics of the Commandant. Yours is 0.75 power. I don't know what that means. I honestly don't even know how much power my glasses are. I just know that it's really, really high. And that it's mostly my left eye. My right eye is still high, but not as high. A commandant from the new generation of elite commandants that are loved by their team members and valued by Babylonia. Yep, that's me. As for the Ascendants, he might just have the key in his hand. But if you don't have enough strength, then the meaningless quality of tenderness can only be called cowardice. If you can't handle it, can you bear the consequences of your actions? You must come to terms with this. Oh, humans, you just love to run your mouth about sunshine and rainbows to have us sacrifice ourselves. What's the big deal, right? When we could just wipe our memories, and here we go again, wagging our tails. Roland, it's not like... I feel like most of them don't lose their memories on purpose, you know? It just happens. Well, you're pretty worried simply because these constructs are still useful to you. Probably they even include pain receptors in constructs frames because... the more it's different from actual humans, the more risk of mind deviation there is. I mean, the pain part, I guess, I understand it. Because, you know, if the constructs know that they can just fight without feeling pain, then they'll be more reckless and, you know, it will definitely make them feel less human. But tanning and the UV weakness, that just feels unnecessary, don't you think? To us Ascendants, everything is fair and honest. We only serve absolute power when we unite, and we'll create a world where humans are the ones who go extinct. Enough with that. Fine, I know you won't listen. But if your commandant asks you to kill your sister now, will you be able to do it? Luckily for Lucia, I'll never ask that. I'll never ask her to kill Luna. No promises on whether or not I'll do it myself, but I won't ask Lucia to do it. I trust that the Commandant won't make me choose. Exactly! The angriest punch you let Roland. It will break your hand, probably. Yeah, probably. I want you to know what you will choose. Is that so? Let me rephrase it. Facing your closest family who stands opposite you, her hands soaking in blood, do you? If she wants to return with you, will you welcome her with open arms as before? Unfortunately, Gabriel interrupts the conversation. However, Lucia's gaze already portrayed her conviction. Luckily for Lucia, I want a happy family. Yeah, you don't want to beef with your wife's sister. Looks like I still have some things to look forward to. Roland hears Alpha's question while on the bridge to the cave. Ah, now, finally, we see Alpha. This is... Well, at the very end, we get to see Alpha after over 2 hours. Damn, okay. But if Luna still craves the warmth of her family and wants to return to a time before all of this, to return to being an ordinary construct and to her sister's side, then the Grey Ravens will be the key. And after that, you fuse with Luna instead. Includes her sister too. Yeah, sister is family. As for when Luna's purpose became his own, that does not seem relevant anymore. Alright, so between Roland and Gabriel, it's official. Roland is the true Luna simp. Luna can do no wrong in his eyes. I will pursue her until her dream becomes a reality. I am moonwalking. Alright, Muzan. Damn, we only get that one glimpse of Alpha. Alright, I guess, sure. Yeah, so I guess we're ending this here. We're just ending... Okay, I think... Yeah, we're ending this here. I think this is far enough. So I think for tomorrow, I want to do Luna's... what's it called? Luna's interlude. So I'll leave chapter 14, I guess, for Friday, maybe? No, Friday. Well, since I'm already all cut up with HSR and ZZZ, I want to play a different game. So, chapter 14, I guess I'll leave to Monday. Oh, right. The animation. What was it called again? How do you spell it? I think it was Lucia 2.0 and something. Lucia 2.0. Oh, wait. Punishing. Can't spell. Pyro's Guide. Lucia's Time 2.0. Is this the one you meant? Not this one, right? This one? It's just 3 minutes long. This isn't really 3 minutes. That's 4 minutes. Pyro's... I don't think so. Because I haven't gotten there. This is just a few seconds. Is it this one? No, this one is 2 minutes. Astray and Lucia 2.0. Hold on. Astray? Astray animated short film. I'm guessing the Lucia 2.0 was the one from before then. Alright, let's do Astray first. And then we'll do this one, I guess, is Lucia 2.0. Alright. Luna! Ah, it's the Foggy! Ah, I keep forgetting Luna is voiced by Rie Kugimiya. No! Neza! Oh?
始末しろ。始末しろ。
I guess I'll be seeing this in her interlude then. It's kind of weird to see them in 3D like this. I've seen them in 2D for too
侵
long.
食が広すぎる。ダメだ。
Why Luna though? That is the question. Why is the punishing virus accumulating on her? Big sis is here, don't worry. And so Miss Luna was born. They're all naked! Technically, Luna is also naked. Ballot crash out. To think this all started because of a frog. It's all because of that frog flesh. I alone am the honored one!
もう終わりにしなくちゃ。
Ooh. She sounded like the Hersher just now. Oh. They're just showing me this. Alright. the frog again. Oh, this is I forgot what it's called, but it's basically the same program used by VTubers, right?
一人で悩んでいたのですが、
Something
指揮
tracing?
官のご意見も大切だと思って、
Ah,
なので指揮官にお伝え
punishing
しま
virus
す。
kinda biologically.
私、
Then they made
妹
it
が見つかりま
biological.
した。妹はルナです。
Luna des.
今は
You
仲が
start
いいと
doing
は言え
this
ません
as
が、
an animation for big characters, so
あの子、
try to say it when the character
昔
has
は
one
とて
when
も
you
可
reach
愛
the
かったんです
chapters. Okay,
思うんです。
thank you, Wesley.
憎しみから解放してあげられたら、昔の可愛らしいルナに戻ってくれるって。
I wish they
もし叶う
showed
な
her
ら
in
ば、
this outfit more
いつの
often.
日か
It's cute on her.
敵でなくなれば
It's adorable.
いいです。
Eat this.
あの子、本当にいい子だった。
I
自
believe
分
you,
もお腹
Lucia,
が
don't
空いてい
worry.
るのに、缶詰を他の子たちに分けてあげたり、
Yeah, she did do that. Try to imagine. マジかよ。
役立たずの人間ども、この缶詰を食べなさい。そ
缶
して
詰。
運命を受け入れなさい。見た目の悪いプレゼントも喜んでくれて大切にするんです。お姉ちゃん以外の誰かからの贈り物なんて触るのも嫌。もしお姉ちゃんにチクったら生かしてはおかないわよ。一緒に食料を探
There
した
she is
時、
using her voice, her
あの子
harsher
は頑
voice
張って
again.
疲れを見せませんでした。この程度も耐えられないなんて役立たずね。
That angle
そんな
was
ルナ
not
が
necessary.
本当に可愛いんです。でしょ？
でしょ？
あの子はたくさんの傷を背負っています。だから変わってしまった。指揮官
To
が
be
いてくれ
fair,
た
a
か
lot
ら。
of you went through a lot of
私は
trauma,
生きる意
and
味
not all
を
of
見つ
you
けました。
ended up like Luna.
でもルナはずっと一人ぼっちです。もしあの時ルナを見捨てていなければ、あの子の気持ちを理解して同じ運命を受け入れていたら、全てが違っていたかもしれませんね。
Ah, there she is. And the Grey Raven Commandant.
あの、
Any resemblance to real event is going to make
私を知
Lucia
ってい
very
る。
happy. Of course I know you. You're little Luna, Lucia's sister. It's on the file.
慣れ慣れしく呼ばないで。
Oh, did we call her Luna-chan? Acknowledge your trauma too,
Luna,
baby. I will
そ
hug
れ
you.
は指揮官のために作ったの。全部食べてはダメ。
She's just
お姉
eating
ちゃん
air.
が私以外の人のために作るなんて。その指揮官ってそんなにいい人なの？指揮官のこともっと知りたくない？人見知りしないで、きっと仲良くなれる。
Only with the sister will Lucia share the
彼に
commandant.
なったらまたあちこちで砲撃して。髪に灰がついているわ。今度はかなり派手だったわ。カメ
It's kind of nice that Karen is also a part of
スペースがめちゃくちゃになってしま
Lucia's
ったって。清掃員を
fantasy,
呼んだから
her fantasy
もう
life
片
with
付くわ。
Luna.
昇格者でも
It
手に
still
負えない
includes
のに
Karen.
空中庭園は苦労してるのね。
Kuro really liked this outfit on Lucia because they did a lot of advertising of the game with her in the outfit back
私
in the
に
day.
言いかけたことがある
As
で
they
しょ。
should. I mean, look at her.
聞かせてくれない？ルナは指揮官のことをもっと知りたいそうです。あなたってすごい人みたいね。
I am a
ルナ
Sugojito.
が言いたいのは、
Kamui! Kamui is also part of the
まだ
fantasy.
仲良
That's
くなれ
nice.
るなら、ルナの苦しみを分けてほしい。あの子を救ってあげたい。空中庭園に連れてきて一緒に暮らしたいです。今度
Also,
は
I accept it as canon now.
必ずルナを守りま
Luna
す。
is afraid of Kamui. That is canon to me.
指揮官
You、cannot make me not believe that anymore.
本当にそんな日が来たら、
Yeah, she did
あ
very
の子を受け
adorable.
入れてくれます？
This video, it's funny. Ah, that was sweet. That was nice. Okay, so it seems that that managed to jog Rojak's memory. So Rojak has seen this before. Alright, okay. I think this is a good place to end it, I guess. Alright, then, everyone. I guess this is where we say our goodbyes. I will see you again tomorrow for Luna's Oh my god, I'm blanking out. For Luna's story. Right, so Wesley, Rojak, and Spirit, and Sticks, if you're still there, Latifa, if you're still there, Jair, thank you again for joining me tonight. Mr. Big Boss, you too. Thank you as well for dropping by. Corey, if you're also still there, thank you so much. I guess I will see you guys again tomorrow for the what's the word for Luna's story? Interlude. Yeah, that's it. That's the word I'm looking for the interlude. No, I don't want to sleep yet. I still gotta finish my fish. Love you, Lucia. That was fun as always. Okay, thank you again, everyone, for joining me tonight. I'll see you tomorrow for more Luna. Goodbye. See you, and thank you again for joining me, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you. Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.